Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey Style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs. Every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
Most of the time, banking hasn't been for people like us. We work regular jobs, make regular wages, and have regular credit scores. We're not financial experts. We make mistakes every now and then. And when we do, banks make us pay the price. At Langley, everyone gets a fair shake. Financial products designed for regular people. That's only fair. That's Langley. That's banking for the rest of us.
Get ready, Virginia. Optima Health is becoming Centera Health Plans. It's a new name, same excellent health plan. Offering the same gold standard of personal service from a trusted health plan in your community. You'll enjoy the same great benefits, services, and doctors now under a new health plan name, Centera Health Plans.
What's up, everybody? This is Curtis Blow inviting you to the Hip Hop Nutcracker, a holiday mashup for the whole family.
Thursday, December 28th at 7:30 p.m. at Chrysler Hall. Tickets on sale now at the Scope Arena box office and Ticketmaster.
We are getting ready for game number 2 of this weekend set between the Norfolk Admirals and the big one for this Norfolk Admirals team. And the reason being is because they dropped Friday's contest to this Thunder team 5-2. Adirondack scored twice in the first period en route to victory. And that's a rarity because this Admirals team has been so strong in the first period all season long, but they were held to 0 goals in that frame. However, on the positive side, Keegan Iverson and Danny Caddick both got their first goals of the season en route to eventual multi-point evenings. The Admirals will go back to Yanni Perret starting in goal this afternoon, while the Thunder will counter with the winning goaltender from Friday night, Jeremy Brodeur. Lots to cover with the bench boss in our pregame chat. That is next on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Life is made of moments, connected to other moments. Big moments. Small moments. Wonderful moments you wish would last forever. First moments are why we do what we do. And we relive them over and over. Through you. Williamsburg Winery at West 600.
So the Norfolk Admirals have been here for 34 years. They're one of the few minor league teams that have had that kind of duration in a community. We are the Hampton Roads community in the professional sports field.
The partnership between Blue Ridge Bank and the Norfolk Admirals creates a lot of synergy because both of us are very involved in our community. Every business has their own special needs, and that's where the catering comes in that makes a difference. When you bank with a community bank, it's not one size fits all.
Blue Ridge Bank allows me to be a hero to my community, and that's the greatest gift that they can give.
The Jeff Carr pregame show, a preview of today's game with Admirals head coach Jeff Carr.
Welcome back inside Norfolk Scope. We are getting ready for game number 2 of this weekend set between the Norfolk Admirals and the Adirondack Thunder. Head coach of the Norfolk Admirals, Jeff Carr, joins us every pregame show. He joins us here this afternoon. Coach, a 5-2 loss 2 days ago, outscored 2-0 in the first period. Really good fight in the second period. Keegan Iverson gets his first of the year. Danny Caddick eventually gets his first of the year. What were the positives that you could take away from Friday's game?
Yeah, we've started out fast, as you know, all season. We didn't get out to the start we wanted. We didn't really help our defenseman or the goalie out much with 2-on-1 in tight and then a 1-on-0 on Peretz there. Just like you said, we got back on our heels. I thought we had a great pushback at the end of the first. Going into the second period, I thought that was our best second period of the year, by far. And then you get that really deflating quick turnover transition. Yeah. They pass it out. It goes off our D skate. Unfortunate goal. And then an unfortunate goalie exchange where, I don't know what happened really, if the D didn't yell loud enough, but they picked it off, and it was kind of a freebie goal. So, yeah, big picture, you give up, and then the last one's right. We're just playing, I guess, little chicken and goose with the penalty kill and trying to manufacture something. So you really give up one real goal, but that's the difference. We got to learn from it early in the start. We've been good all year, so I think we'll be fine tonight.
I noticed in the first period of Friday's game that Adirondack goaltender Jeremy Brodeur struggled a little bit with his rebound control. Do you want to get lower in shots today? Is that something you want to put an emphasis on instead of going upstairs?
Yeah, well, it's interesting you said that, because I think he does a really good job. He likes popping pucks to corners and playing pucks into the netting at times, and just like you said. So I felt like we shot from too far a distance, and those rebounds didn't really matter because we weren't there. And then we got in too tight, and we were missing the net or trying to go cross seam, and we weren't even getting shots on that. So I just think that if our forwards can get a little bit more closer to them and demand a little more isolated individual skill to get those shots in closer, I think our rebounds will pop a couple tonight.
Admirals head coach Jeff Carr joins us in the pregame show. One Admiral who did get close to him and did score was Keegan Iverson with 2 points on the evening. Keegan was the extra forward for his first couple games as an Admiral, but he's bumped up to the second line this afternoon with Carson Golder and Ryan Foss.
Then he makes the most of his opportunities through hard work, driving the paint twice on guys getting goals late and Reading in another game. He's had 3 or 4 times he stood up for the team. He's blocked shots. I know countless times I've heard you say you do all those right things and then you get rewarded with the 2-on-1, and he finishes, and Broder cheated a little for that pass and he read it. I think that really built up his confidence. He deserves where he's at right now.
10 games into the season, Danny Caddick gets his first of the year on Friday. Kind of similar to last year. He scored his first in the Newfoundland 9-game road trip. But I have to imagine now that he's got his first off his back, he's just going to soar to new heights as far as I'm concerned. What say you?
Yeah, and I think that in a weird way it was the way he scored by coming off the half wall and it being a shot and not just a net front goal.
From post to post.
Yeah, I really think that actually could even raise his confidence further, because now it's a shooting goal. It's not just the same style goal he scored last year. So, I think Danny's going to be a lot to deal with in front, and I think he's going to definitely have newfound hope in getting a lot of goals here.
We transition to this afternoon. Dennis Smirnov makes his season debut after missing the first 12 games of the season. We've talked so much about what Denny provides to this club with stability and just what he can do to a power play. His wrist shot is so good. Can you think of something that you haven't said about Denny that you're excited to see here this afternoon?
Yeah, you just said it all. I just think that, guys around him really have to know what type of player he is, and that you can't take yourself out of windows because he will find you. And as long as you do a lot of work, Denny's not scared to go in and do all the work. And he's a unique style player where he's kind of like that Datsuk or Laran. He's going to be more good with his stick than his body. But if you get loose pucks popping in, he's obviously the last guy that you want to have time and space, and that's our hope for tonight.
A really good comparison there. Mark Lewinsky also returns to the lineup. I imagine it's nice having him back, huh?
Yeah, and I think Lou's trying to do a really good job staying out of the penalty box. We'll see how he does tonight, and that's not a slight towards him because he's really helped with our team toughness identity, but we don't need any more penalties. He just needs to play. He's a good player. He's a young player. He's finding his footing, so we're thrilled to have him back.
And to build off of that, you committed the least amount of penalties in a game last game. You want to continue that, right? So, just to follow up from what you said, no need for extra penalties.
Yeah, you just said it. And we'd like to get on the power play. We'd like to, and this goes back to the first thing with the rebound control. If we can just get a little bit further one-on-one and lean on their D to make maybe a couple penalties, then it's going to allow our team to activate our power play, which has been pretty good all year, and hope to do that here.
Carson Musser returns after sustaining a wrist injury in Savannah. One of the leaders of this team, great two-way defenseman. Nice to put number 4 in your depth chart today, eh?
Yeah, and just for him too, I'm glad it's at home. I didn't want this to be on the road. I think he has a little more comfortability here. He gets a good night of sleep. He just gets a good chance to ease right back into the lineup, and we're probably going to play him 13 to 15 minutes, see where he goes from there.
Before we close this up, the last night the Norfolk Admirals participating in the Illumination Parade in downtown Norfolk. This city just went absolutely bonkers when they saw the entire Admirals team. As the head coach of this team, this club has put a big emphasis on getting back into the community this year. What was that like to see? I'm sure you saw some of the clips through social media, what it was. It was just bonkers down there in Granby Street last night. Yeah,
it was. I mean, twofold. One, yeah, you just said it. We've not been in the community as much as we need to be, and we're thrilled to be out. I think the guys, it meant a lot to them and obviously the city. And we just were happy to be a part of it, to be honest. Welcome in, and, they have us for 9 months or 8 months. It means a lot to the guys. And then secondly, like we had Mike Keene spending time with Joel and myself, and we were talking affiliate stuff and more stability and more building up the cities. And they have a similar city that's hockey passion up in Winnipeg. And, he was standing out there with me when the guys went by, and he's like, oh, how cool is this? So it's just, hearing from that, from a 3-time Stanley Cup winner that's got some of our prospects down here, it was a perfect thing for that.
Absolutely. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for the time. As always, good luck today. Jeff Carr joins us on the pregame show. Stick around for more after these words on the Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Fast-moving, hard-hitting professional hockey is back in Hampton Roads, and tickets for every game start at just $15. Don't miss a minute of the action. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and Norfolk Scope Arena. Admirals Professional Hockey.
Stay up to date
and not up late at 10 p.m.
It's all the news you need on your time.
Plus, weather and traffic to plan ahead.
Day or night, watch Wavy News 10 on Fox 43.
The ECHL believes that hockey is more than a game. It's an opportunity, a chance to connect, a chance to embrace our differences, and a chance to bring our communities together, creating teamwork, memories, and a lasting bond along the way. When it comes to hockey, no matter how it's played, we do it together.
Inside Norfolk Scope on a Sunday afternoon from sunny Norfolk, Virginia. It's the Norfolk Admirals and the Adirondack Thunder. Weston DeWitt here with you as we put a cap on our pregame show. We apologize for the delay start here this afternoon. We had a Zamboni come on the ice to shave before the pregame warm-ups for both clubs. So as a result, the game time gets pushed back a little bit. We'll drop the puck here in approximately 7 minutes or so from downtown Norfolk. We appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoon with us on the Admirals Broadcast Network, and we say a special hello to everybody tuning in on the FloHockey social media sites, also on their YouTube page and an ECHL Facebook page as well. So the Admirals and the Thunder, part 2 over the next 48 hours here, as the Thunder victorious 5-2 over the Admirals last Friday. Our player injury report is brought to you by Centera, the official sports medicine sponsor of the Norfolk Admirals. So Carson Musser had been recovering from a wrist injury, but Carson is back in the lineup after missing previous games. His last time he played was opening night on October 20th. Dennis Smirnov was not hurt, but he is in the lineup for the first time this season. Stepan Timofeyev is out of the lineup as he's banged up with an injury, and Josh Thrower is a scratch as well. For the Adirondack Thunder, it is Brendan Less, TJ Friedman, Zach Walker, and Bryce Martin who are injured and not playing today for the Adirondack Thunder. Starting lineups are brought to you by One Life Fitness, proud sponsors of the Norfolk Admirals. For the visiting Adirondack Thunder, on defense they'll go with Will McKinnon, partnered up this afternoon with Ryan Orgel, who was a scratch on Friday. Shane Harper on the left wing. Centering is Ryan Smith, and to the right is Yoshiro Hirano. That is the top gun line for Pete MacArthur in his second year as the bench boss of the Adirondack Thunder. And for Adirondack, they turn to their 27-year-old New Jersey native under contract with the Utica Comets. Jeremy Brodeur gets the start in goal. He was victorious in the game on Friday as he made 31 saves on 33 saves against his former club. For the home team, the Norfolk Admirals, starting on defense, Carson Musser makes his return to Norfolk Scope, skating onto the ice. Simon Kubicek also is his defensive partner. He will start. Dennis Smirnov is on the ice, and he will start here tonight. He makes his way onto the Scope ice for the first time this year now. Mark Lewinsky's back in the lineup after missing the last few games, and Ryan Foss is centering that line here this afternoon. And starting in goal for the Norfolk Admirals, as today they turn to their 23-year-old Quebec native Yaniv Peretz to start for the 8th appearance this year that he has made. He made 25 saves on 30 shots in the 5-2 setback on Friday. Peretz hits the ice with the rest of the Admirals crew, who wear their white uniforms, and the Adirondack Thunder wearing their black uniforms. This has been the Norfolk Admirals pregame show. Puck drop between the Thunder and the Admirals on this Sunday afternoon is coming up next. You are watching Norfolk Admirals hockey on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Get ready, Virginia. Optima Health is becoming Centera Health Plans. It's a new name, same excellent health plan. Offering the same gold standard of personal service from a trusted health plan in your community. You'll enjoy the same great benefits, services, and doctors now under a new health plan name, Centera Health Plan.
Mini split installations. So I have the gym and I have my laser in the garage. So I knew that I needed the temperature control. I knew exactly who to call. The Fusion team has made the process hassle-free. I've been a Fusion customer for years and I keep coming back because they've never let me down. I can't recommend Fusion enough. Absolutely think Fusion first.
Blue Ridge Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Norfolk Admirals. We're personally invested in doing our part to serve our communities through volunteering and financial support. Go Admirals. Blue Ridge Bank. Bank smarter. Visit mybrb.bank. Member FDIC.
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey Style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs. Every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
What's up, everybody? This is Curtis Blow, inviting you to the Hip Hop Nutcracker, a holiday mashup for the whole family.
Thursday, December 28th at 7:30 p.m. at Chrysler Hall. Tickets on sale now at the Scope Arena box office and Ticketmaster.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
And the celebration in the Hampton Roads area, the Tidewater area, can begin.
The heart-pumping moments.
Honick in! He scores! Out of the trainer's room, onto the ice!
The smashing hits.
Oh, what a hard, thunderous hit!
The highlight reel goals.
Tries to step it in! He scores! Let's go home, Admirals fans! Wow!
34 years hockey tradition in Hampton Roads continues. This is Norfolk Admirals hockey on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network. Now let's head up to the broadcast booth and join the voice of the Admirals, Weston DeWitt.
And we welcome you to Norfolk Scope as the Norfolk Admirals face off on this Sunday afternoon clash against the Adirondack Thunder. Hello, everyone. Weston DeWitt here from the Norfolk Scope broadcast booth as the Admirals will go from left to right on your radio dial and on your Flow Sports screens. We say a special welcome to everybody who is joining us through the FloHockey social media platforms and on their YouTube page and on ECHL's Facebook page as well. In the middle of your screens was Yaniv Peretz, the starting goaltender for the Norfolk Admirals, and there is Jeremy Brodeur. He wears number 35 in black, the son of NHL Hall of Famer Martin Brodeur. He was splendid in goal in Friday's win. Jeff Carr in his second season as the bench boss of the Norfolk Admirals, taking over at the end of November. Youngsters are out and they're ready for a fun game here on Sunday afternoon. Ryan Foss will start with Dennis Smirnov and Mark Lewiski. Carson Musser returns on the blue line with Simon Kubicek. Tyler Haskell has the puck in his hand, and he is ready to drop the puck, our head official today. Colin Gates is the linesman, number 52, as Matt Fox is 63. We hope everybody's enjoyed their Sunday so far. Sit back and enjoy Sunday afternoon hockey from downtown Norfolk. The game's first goal is mightily crucial between both of these clubs. It was the Thunder at 5:54 from Ryan Smith in the party started on Friday in the 5-2 win. And now Smith has the puck over the left wing line for Adirondack. He is the team leader in points. Yanni Peretz makes his first save of the afternoon. Good to see Dennis Smirnov back in the lineup for the Admirals, playing in his first game this season. 38 games last year and 20 points. He will step off after a 30-second shift, and now the Thunder over the left wing line. That is Shane Harper with the second shot of the game, blocker to side. Thompson, that one's whistled wide. Quick shots early on by Adirondack, 1 minute in. This is Thompson with a blast and a left pillow save. Tristan Thompson, all games played last year with the Savannah Ghost Pirates. He wears 72 on his jersey, and he played 72 games with Savannah last year. Mark Lewiski has missed the last few games. He's back in the lineup today. He steers it in to be guided along by Brodeur, and the Adirondack defense plays it to center ice. We say hello to Dmitry Kuzmin, Winnipeg Jets contracted defenseman. Josh McDougall has it. We're just under. Matthew Wash shot is blocked and ricochets to the left and eventually catches netting, so play gets stopped. Shots 3-1 early on here in favor of the Thunder. 33-30 were the shots in favor of Norfolk in the game on Friday. For a 4,422 in a game that took 2 hours and 20 minutes. Eric Middendorf taking home number 1 star honors with 2 goals. 5 goals for the Arizona native through 7 games played with Adirondack. Admirals try to start something offensively. Grant Josephic picks the pocket. Now sidestepping him is McDougall as he keeps the puck into the zone. To the goal line area, the Thunder will look to break out now. Josephic shoves it to center ice where Carson Golder corrals it. In the defensive zone of the Admirals, we played 2 minutes and 5 seconds of hockey here from downtown Norfolk. Golder under contract with the Manitoba Moose, elevates it into the air, and now McKinnon will smack it right back in for the Thunder. Past the stick of Middendorf and all the way back down the ice, behind Jeremy Brodeur. This is Ryan Orgel. The California native has yet to score a point this year. 5-car pileup in neutral ice territory. Dug free and sent in down low. Brodeur plays it off, and how many times have you heard that as a hockey fan? Again, the son of Martin Brodeur, one of the greatest puck-playing goaltenders that we've ever seen. Tristan Thompson backpedals defensively for Adirondack. Here's Eric Middendorf. He's got Smith on the left wing side. He finds him. Smith shot, scores. So 5 minutes and 54 seconds was what it took for Ryan Smith to start the scoring on Friday. 2 minutes and 59 seconds here on this Sunday afternoon, and the Thunder are off and running on shot number 4. Nobody saw Ryan Smith on the back door over the left wing line. And on the replay, Middendorf able to get it over the stick of McLean. And Peretz tried to squeeze his rib cage and his blocker hand together, but it trickled past him, and the Thunder take a 1-0 edge here on this Sunday afternoon. Colin Felix will smack it off the boards back to center ice for Simon Kubicek. Harassed there by the on-checking Harper. Carson Musser dangerously out in front, glides it over to Thomas Caron, and the Admirals just looking for a smooth breakout. Robida over the line. Finds Caron, shot! Oh, it goes just wide. He had a lot of speed coming in the zone. Now Wass centers it off the skate of Ashbrook, ricochets. Yoshiro Hirano 3-on-2, here come the Thunder. Ashbrook stood up in a giant check, delivered by Carson Musser in his second shift back in action. A great leader in that locker room for the Norfolk Admirals, also a defensive whiz. Went down on his knees there. The shot from the backhand was turned aside by Peretz. Now a second chance creeping in, scores. Another 5-hole goal for the Adirondack Thunder this time. It's now 2-0, 4 minutes in. And the captain for Adirondack, Patrick Grasso, is going to get the goal. Peretz squeezing that left side post. Doing all he can. And as you see, Grasso giving all kinds of room there. And Peretz just couldn't quite squeeze the trap together. So the Thunder take an early 2-0 lead. Ricochet's out of play. We get a stoppage 6 seconds after the goal. For Patrick Grasso, in his third year with the Thunder, he has had over 50 points in each of those years as a member of the Thunder. Second on the team in points last year with 59. He had 2 different stints in the American Hockey League with the Cleveland Monsters and the Utica Comets. A former 7th round pick, the Chicago Blackhawks, back in 2016. Huge reason for the success of the Adirondack Thunder last year in their wonderful playoff run that they put together in the season. Pass to the left for Danny Kadek, who had 2 points on Friday night. Stepping up past Jameson, now a 2-on-1. It's Josephic, right wing side. Josephic's shot is blockered aside. It's been all Thunder here through 5 minutes of play. Jeffers, right wing point. Shot goes wide. And now left wing point, McKinnon. That was Orgel with the shot attempt. Off the window and held in by McKinnon. Around the block it goes. Orgel is there along with Kadek. The pair of 12s there. Jabbing away at the puck along the half wall. Justin Young will skate out. Gets it in down low. Iverson and Kadek with 2 points each. Only one other Admiral had a point in Friday's loss. That was Justin Young. Icing called here as Eric Middendorf thought he had beat it out. But the call made by Colin Gates, number 52, our linesman on the left of your screen. 14 minutes and 20 seconds remain in our opening period. The Thunder have the shot advantage 8-2. Robida, Juan, Caron has been such a lethal top line for Jeff Carr this season. He does not want to break them up, and I totally understand. He likes to mix and match with his lines over the last few games. But this is a line you don't want to mess with. You got 3 guys that speak the same language. You can communicate that way with one another. And Matthew Wass said that himself 8 days ago when I spoke to him before the game against this same Thunder team. Wass' shot goes wide of the 4x6. Derek Louis-Jean steps up, jumped over his stick. Pitch forked out of the zone by Gillespie into Adirondack's bench. Right in front of Pete MacArthur, who's in the middle of his second season as the head coach of the Adirondack Thunder. His club has a 2-0 lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more first period action after this. 13:48 to go in period number 1. You're watching Norfolk Admirals hockey on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Blue Ridge Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Norfolk Admirals. We're personally invested in doing our part to serve our communities through volunteering and financial support. Go Admirals. Blue Ridge Bank. Bank smarter. Visit mybrb.bank. Member FDIC.
Get ready, Virginia. Optima Health is becoming Centera Health Plans. It's a new name. Same excellent health plan. Offering the same gold standard of personal service from a trusted health plan in your community. You'll enjoy the same great benefits, services, and doctors now under a new health plan name, Centera Health Plans.
Hockey fans of Hampton Roads, do you want to learn how you can save 20% on tickets to a game? Well, group discounts start at parties of 10 or more at a Norfolk Admirals game this season. To secure a group, just contact an Admirals representative at 757-640-1212 or visit the staff page at norfolkadmirals.com and find a representative to speak to today. Face off to the right of Jeremy Brodeur. We welcome you back to downtown Norfolk as the Adirondack Thunder have a 2-0 lead. And again, special welcome to everybody who's joining us through the FloHockey social media platforms and on their YouTube page, also at ECHL's Facebook page. Here's Ryan Foss in between the circles. A shot is turned aside and then covered up by Jeremy Brodeur as Mark Lewinsky steps into the fray. And the crowd rises in excitement. Lewinsky has got something to say to Ryan Smith. The linesmen intervene and will not let any funny business go from there. For those that are watching this hockey club in the Norfolk Admirals for the first time this year, say hello to Mark Lewinsky in the middle of your screens. He's going to skate over to the penalty box. And he has just committed penalty minute number 59. One of the toughest customers in the ECHL. But with that being said, as you see a sign that a fan has made hanging over the locker room area of the Norfolk Admirals. They've killed 32 of their last 34 penalties. Now the Thunder power play, on the other hand, is 5th in the ECHL. They got a lot of snipers on their team. And Pete MacArthur sends out his heavy artillery. Here's Yoshiro Hirano, one of those big guns. Over to Harper, pass to the front, out of the reach of Smith. Now a shot is blocked by an Admiral defender and spiked out of the zone. Jeff Carr and Joe Rumpel, the coaching staff of this Norfolk Admirals team, want to see the continued success of this penalty kill. It's been a long time since the Admirals have been top 10 in penalty kill. Now Hirano over the line. Gets the feed back on a give and go. Down to Eric Middendorf. Knifes it over along the boards to Harper. To the goal line, and the Thunder set it up with a .04 remaining in their man advantage. Here's Harper, left circle, pass to the front pad, saved by Peretz. Now from the point, it's creeping in as Thompson, his shot swallowed up into the paraphernalia of Peretz. For those seeing Yanni Peretz for the first time, the 23-year-old Quebec native at 6'1", $185. A national champion at Quinnipiac last year. He made 13 saves on 15 shots in the national championship game against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Was named NCAA East second All-American team. And after winning that national championship 3 days later, he signs a contract with the Carolina Hurricanes. And so far on this young season, he's 2-4 with a 2.89 goals against average in his first year as a pro. Spinning and icing the puck are the Admirals, and they'll kill a little bit more time. Matt Stieff defensively picks it up for the Adirondack Thunder. To Grant Josephic over the center ice logo. Josephic now glides it over to the right. What a pass, and an even better save by Peretz. Now accelerating ahead is Golder. The Admirals have 2 shorties this year. Golder swallowed up by Stieff. He spins it around where Isley's there. Now Dennis Smirnoff picks his pocket. And Kubicek backtracks. Sends it down the ice 200 feet. And we're back to even strength. Now the Admirals got to get something cooking offensively as it goes off the boot of Lewinsky and out of play as a fan from Roanoke will take that puck home this afternoon with 11:29 to go in our first period. Jeff Carr and Joe Rumpel look on. And some adjustments after looking at the film in Friday's game. Now they're down by 2 goals in this opening frame. Draw at center ice. Both these clubs have played on Sunday this year so far. The Admirals 1-1 in Sunday games this year. Off the Adirondack Thunder. They played last Sunday against Trois-Rivières at home and fell to the first place Lions. That is the only Sunday game that they have played this year. They're off to a good start here this afternoon. Here's Yoshiro Hirano under contract with Utica. Is a right to Dmitry Kuzmin, and here come the Admirals the other way. Tom Caron is given a bump, and then Caron slashes the stick out of the hands of Ryan Orgel, and Caron's going to get a penalty. So Brodeur will go to the bench, and the Thunder will get 6 men on the ice for this extra attacker opportunity. Former captain of the Thunder, Shane Harper, off the boards, touched up by Ryan Fosse as he tried to sidestep him, but couldn't do so. And Thomas Caron is going to skate to the penalty box. So the Thunder are going to get another power play opportunity. Their second. And if you're watching on FloHockey, there was what Lewiski's penalty was. Orgel did not get anything as Lewiski tried to slash the puck home. Blocker saved by Peretz off the faceoff. Thompson to the right. Tried to play catch with Hirano, and the pass was out of his reach. So Thompson goes back to the line. Stood up by Jameson, but ricochets to the goal line. And Carson Musser sends it down the ice. Again, Musser returning to the lineup after sustaining a wrist injury on opening night in Savannah. If you heard the pregame show with head coach Jeff Carr, you heard about how much he means to this club in the locker room. Off the ice, just carries himself like a true professional. 4 years at Bowling Green, his 5th year of college hockey at Long Island. Matt Isley, the rookie to forward for the Thunder. Over to Grasso, one of the 2 goals for the Thunder this afternoon. And they go to work again on the man advantage. Shot deflected and covered up. Now dug free and cleared out by the Admirals, but the net is dislodged and play gets halted. Shots galore down on Yaniv Peretz in this opening period. 12 for Adirondack, 4 for Norfolk. At this rate, the Thunder will be heading for probably 30 shots. And this year, when they have 30 to 39 shots, they're 3-1. So a statistic that certainly is quite in favor of this Thunder team. Off the faceoff, McDougal miscommunicates with Golder as Golder able to get it out of the zone. Knifed in down low by Grant Josephic. Travis Broman is after it. To the point, here's Steve. Left circle wide open, look for Grasso, and it went wide. Steve again upstairs. Played backwards to Grasso. That shot is turned aside as it hit Isley and then the pad of Peretz. 9 seconds to go on the man advantage. Thrown around to the left wing side and hustling over is Grasso to keep it in. Isley down low, plays it to the front, and it'll be covered up off the skate of Kubicek. And now into Peretz, and some more pushing and shoving as Simon Kubicek is in the thick stuff. Kubicek under contract with the Manitoba Moose. Fans enjoying the action from Ice Level and the Ice Level Suites here from Norfolk Scope on this Sunday afternoon. We appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoon with us on the Admirals Broadcast Network. The Thunder have a 2-0 edge. Smith at 2:59 from Middendorf. Grasso at 4 minutes from Isley and Broman. With that assist, Broman has 4 points in the year. This is his 10th game of the year. All 4 points have come against the Norfolk Admirals. Justin Young stops on the offensive zone entry now. Young with point number 9 on Friday night. Tangled up near the goal line. Ashbrook's in there. And Gillespie breaks it out smoothly for Adirondack. Jeffers over the center ice logo. Touches it into the left wing corner. Sliding pass, Kuzman. The Thunder continue their offensive attack. Pass to the front was blocked aside by Keane Jameson. Cross ring feed, Andrew McLean. Dennis Smirnov now. Over to Justin Young. Ricochets to the stick of McLean. Those 2 teammates, Smirnov and McLean, almost colliding with one another. Soccer kick along by McLean to Robida. Now Smirnov shot, blocked. The Thunder blocked a litany of shots in that first period. Route to 2 goals to Norfolk's none. I counted over 8 blocked shots for Adirondack in that first period on Friday. A great defensive showing so far for Pete MacArthur's club. 16-4 are the shots in favor of Adirondack. Over the line is Waugh. Backhands it wide of the 4x6. Stepping up is Louis Jean to the point. Too far in front of Musser, and it goes back to neutral ice. Now Matthew Waugh. Sends it cross rink, delayed offside, blown dead. 7:05 remaining in the first period from downtown Norfolk. The Manitoba Moose in action this afternoon, the affiliates of the Norfolk Admirals. They will drop the puck against the Toronto Marlies at 4 o'clock here on the East Coast. It's the third of 3 straight days in which the Moose are playing a game. Thomas Milic with his first AHL win. Here they come again. Middendorf scores. Eric Middendorf is officially on fire. His 6th goal of the season and his 3rd against the Admirals over the last 2 days. He goes glove side on Peretz. 3-0 Thunder. On the 17th shot of the period for Adirondack. Jeff Carr puts his hands behind his back and stares up at the scoreboard. In a tough first period for this Norfolk Admirals team, it's been all Thunder. So Middendorf with a beautiful wrist shot that catches over the glove of Peretz. Josephic will get the primary helper at 13:21. Nice hit from behind, delivered by Simon Kubicek, and the Admirals break out. Keaton Jameson to Kubicek. On to Brodeur, who swallows it up and stops action. Now Kubicek mixes it up with Felix. The Admirals looking to inject some life into the bench and into this crowd. Perhaps doing that is with throwing some fisticuffs around. Kubicek's been known to do that once or twice. And I think that you're sensing some frustration from this Admirals team as we get a look at the replay with Felix and Kubicek jostling away with one another. Felix leading Reading in penalty minutes last year. Kubicek leading Newfoundland in penalty minutes last year. Elevated to neutral ice where Andrew McLean is there. The Admirals try to hit the reset button, and they need it now more than ever. Oh, the linesman goes down, and he's hurt. So Louis Jean tried to dump the puck in, and the linesman took a spill. That is Matt Fox. And he's in some discomfort. Darcy Weird is the athletic trainer for the Norfolk Admirals in his 2nd year. Talks away to make sure that he's okay. 5:53 remains in period number 1. The Adirondack Thunder have put up a 3 spot on the Norfolk Admirals in the opening 20. We'll be back with the remaining 5:53 after these words on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network presented by Centera.
Rivers Casino now has $15 minimums on table games every Monday through Thursday, guaranteed. Grab a seat and play blackjack, craps, 3-card poker, extreme hold'em, and more with low $15 minimums. It's time to get real, only at Rivers Casino Portsmouth.
Life is made of moments, connected to other moments. Big moments. Small moments. Wonderful moments you wish would last forever. First moments are why we do what we do, and we relive them over and over through you. Williamsburg Winery at West 600.
Welcome back inside Norfolk Scope. We'll have a face-off in neutral ice territory as the linesman Matt Fox is okay. The Norfolk Admirals would like to recognize the team physicians for the 2023-24 season. In Norfolk, Virginia, Norfolk Oral Surgery and Implant Center, Ward's Corner Chiropractic, Hampton Roads Neuropsychology, and Centera Family Medicine. Well, Jeff Carr has officially switched up his lines. Dennis Smirnoff takes the faceoff and wins. He is out there with Matthew Waugh and Tom Caron. And we get a stoppage on the offside as Wheeler and McDougall locked horns for the first time this afternoon. And I think Wheeler, John, away with some members of the Admirals as well, and Caron and McDougall. We said late in the third period as McDougal spikes the puck in, late offside and another stoppage, that this Admirals team was probably going to have a sense of jam and frustration in their game in the first period of this contest. This period team in the Norfolk Admirals, they have had a sensational start to their season in the first period, outscoring opponents 18-11. Now with the 3 goals, it is 18-15. Kuzmin over the line is a little juke past a wall, and a shot is blocked aside by Jeremy Brodeur. So it's not just all offense for this Adirondack Thunder team. They have gotten splendid goaltending from Jeremy Brodeur. Over the line, here's Wheeler. He's got some momentum. Pass to the front, gobbled up by Yanni Peretz. Great transition by the Adirondack Thunder on that latest chance. And here was what caused Matt Fox to be in some discomfort. He collided there with Gillespie. That is what sent the linesman down. Most importantly, he is okay. Face-off won by Norfolk. Danny Caddick has the puck. Sauces it to center ice. Now Jameson over the line. They're onside. Shot is blocked. He gets it over to Justin Young. Through his 5-hole trap there, tried a centering feed. It was blocked aside. Jameson to the point, off the skate of McLean. And Isley, the rookie forward, beats him to it. But he gets some additional support as McLean from Louis Jean. Looked down by Orgel, and he pokes it up ahead to Isley. Over the line now on the right wing side. Skitters on net. Swallowed up by Peretz. Seven games this afternoon going on in the ECHL. We'll get you an out-of-town scoreboard at our first intermission report. A big North Division matchup taking place in Worcester, Massachusetts this afternoon between the Mariners and the Railers. This game was scheduled to start the first game on the docket in the ECHL, but due to the delayed start, Orlando and South Carolina, Maine and Worcester also started at 3 o'clock on the East Coast. Lewinsky, Foss, and Golder expect numerous different line combinations for the rest of this hockey game, with the Admirals down by 3. 4 minutes to go in our opening period. The Thunder have a 3-0 lead. On goals by Ryan Smith, Patrick Grasso, and Eric Middendorf. Colin Felix, UMass Amherst Products, plays it up ahead. And now Carson Musser spins and starts something up ice. Here comes Musser. Over to Robida, the speedster. Back to Smirnov. Pass to the front, went out of the stick range of Robida. Here's Golder. That shot is blocked. It's another block for the Thunder. Jeffers. This way to Steve. Nice little fake there off the boards for Gillespie, who couldn't get to it in time, and now it's Kuzmin. Or to Robida. Justin Robida has got speed and dangles for days. Tom Caron has it now. Forces a Thunder defender to blow a tire. Now it's McDougal looking backdoor for Kuzmin off the skate of Gillespie. And now Kuzmin again. Off the skate of Robida. There's just some little bit of miscommunication going on by the Admirals offensively. And once they get that chalked up and cleaned up, we'll start getting some more shots on Jeremy Brodeur. 19-6 of the shots in favor of the Adirondack Thunder. Spinning there is McKinnon and gave it away. Here's Justin Young. No look pass to Kuzmin. Centers it, no one home. Ricochets to Jameson at the point. His shot deflected by Young and trickled just wide on the far side post. Young, that one is saved and held by Jeremy Brodeur. Shots were 10-10 in the first period of Friday's game between the Thunder and the Admirals. And no club has had more than 16 shots in a period against the Admirals this year until this afternoon. This will be the new high in shots allowed a period as Iverson's shot goes off the side of the net. Iverson went short side in the second period against Brodeur on Friday night. Former draft pick of the New York Rangers in Keegan. 92 in black. gobbled up there and then sent into the boards by McLean. Puck played to the point. At the top of the key, it's played down low. Admirals getting more aggressive here in the waning moments of the first period, and now Iverson delivers a crunch. Here come the Admirals with numbers. Here's Foss 2-on-1. Foss stops, looks. Foss needs to shoot. Second chance patted aside. Now it's Louis Jean. Golder, right wing circle. Played it to the middle where no one was home. Here's Thomas Caron, fresh off the bench. Caron has it. Caron spins, holds onto it. Pass off the bench to Waugh. Out of his reach, and then Foss is decked in front by Colin Felix, and no call as we get a stoppage in play with the puck going out of play, and the crowd at Norfolk Scope letting the head official hear it. So the initial brouhaha that started was the big hit by Keegan Iverson right there. Those two tangled up on the ice for about 10 seconds, and while that was going on, Foss had a 2-on-1. He couldn't get a shot off. The second chance did get off, and then Foss taken down by Felix, and the head official did not make the call, so a draw comes up at center ice. So we approach the final moments of this opening period. Played off the glass to center ice. Matthew Waugh will play it off to Kubicek. Waugh, the captain of this Norfolk Admirals team, has been pointless in the last 2 games. His future, without a doubt, is in the ECHL Hall of Fame with over 900 professional points. Or, 900 professional games played. I beg your pardon. As Barrett's able to make the save and stop action. Has a point in 8 of 12 games played, does Matthew Waugh. Leading the team with 12 points coming into this afternoon's contest with 7 goals and 5 assists. And of those 7 goals, 2 of them have come in the waning moments of regulation play. On opening night in Savannah, tied the game up to send it to overtime. 4.1 seconds were on the clock, folks. Now we get a delay in the action as the head official will skate over to the scorer's box and have a conversation before we drop this puck. And then also, last Wednesday at 19:17, Waugh, who has just an insatiable appetite to be in front of the net, was in front of the net and tied the game up to send it to overtime as Jameson's shot is snared and held by Brodeur. Always plays the game with so much passion and energy. And he just turned 37 years old. His daughter, Addie, was the star of the Illumination Parade last night in downtown Norfolk. The biggest parade in Norfolk all year as it kicks off the holiday season. The Admirals were participants in that. It was great to see everybody out in the community. Everybody just coming together to celebrate the beginning of this holiday season as Thanksgiving here in the United States coming up on Thursday. People in Virginia love their Christmas, folks. For those that are joining us on FloHockey for the first time, this parade was off the hook. Hundreds and thousands of people. Here's Robida in the meantime with 5 seconds left. Centers it. Whacked at by Caddick. It's blocked. Pinballs to Jameson. Shot. Save aid, and the period comes to a close. Now Lewiski pushes away. That's Colin Felix. Those two are certainly going to be on each other's nerves over the next couple hours. We'll see if it reaches its climax at any point. We have played 1 period of action here from downtown Norfolk. Through 20 minutes, our score is 3-0 in favor of the Adirondack Thunder. Coming up at our first intermission report, we will go over that first period. We'll look ahead to period number 2. We'll update you on our out-of-town scores. Audience who are joining us on FloHockey to hear that conversation as well. Again, that's with Daniel Fink, the play-by-play voice of the Manitoba Moose. That and much more coming up at our first intermission report. Our score, Adirondack 3, Norfolk Admirals 0. This is Norfolk Admirals Hockey on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey Style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
What's up, everybody? This is Curtis Blow inviting you to the Hip Hop Nutcracker, a holiday mashup for the whole family.
Thursday, December 28th at 7:30 p.m. at Chrysler Hall. Tickets on sale now at the Scope Arena box office and Ticketmaster.
Rivers Casino now has $15 minimums on table games every Monday through Thursday, guaranteed. Grab a seat and play blackjack, craps, 3-card poker, extreme hold'em, and more with low $15 minimums. It's time to get real, only at Rivers Casino Portsmouth.
Hi there, I'm Cheyenne, and I'm here to tell you about my experience with Fusion mini split installations. So I have the gym and I have my laser in the garage, so I knew that I needed the temperature control. I knew exactly who to call. The Fusion team has made the process hassle-free. I've been a Fusion customer for years, and I keep coming back because they've never let me down. I can't recommend Fusion enough. Absolutely, think Fusion first.
Scope, our score at the end of 20 minutes of play is the Adirondack 3 and the Norfolk Admirals 0. Weston DeWitt here with you for our intermission report. Tough 20 minutes for this Admirals team to start here this afternoon. Ryan Smith at 2:59 got the scoring started. That is the quickest goal that an opponent has scored against the Norfolk Admirals this season. Middendorf gets the primary assist on Smith's 8 of the year. 1 minute and 1 second later, it was Patrick Grasso, the newly assigned captain at the start of the season for the Thunder, from Isley and Broman, made it 2-0 as Grasso snuck in a shot on the 5-hole side of Yaniv Peretz as he tried to squeeze the left post together and ultimately just trickled right through his 5-hole to make it 2-0 Adirondack. 9 minutes later, Eric Middendorf is 6th of the year on a 2-on-1, going top shelf over the glove of Yaniv Peretz, with Josephic getting the primary assist. And that is our scoring recap from the first period. Adirondack 3, Norfolk 0. Final shots 20-9 in favor of the Thunder. Adirondack 0 for 2 on their man advantage, while the Admirals committing 4 penalty minutes. The amount of times that a club has gone shorthanded in the ECHL to start this 2023-24 season. So we'll see how the Admirals respond after 20 minutes. I imagine Jeff Carr's got some words that are probably not happy words in the locker room for this club. We'll see how they come out and respond in the second period. Let's go take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard on this Sunday afternoon in the ECHL. We touched on an important North Division contest going on at DC Youth Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. The Maine Mariners have a 2-0 edge over the Worcester Railers. Jimmy Lambert gets his first of the year against his former club. Mihura his third of the year for Maine, as they kind of have made a little bit of a comeback because they started out at the bottom of the standings, and folks that are tuning in for the first time, you don't want to put too much of an emphasis on for the bottom of the standings and the standing rankings this early on in the season, because there's going to be so much change and turnover at so many different moments of the season. But for Maine, they've started out at the bottom this year, but they seem to kind of slowly be climbing out of that, and they have a 2-0 edge over the Worcester Railers after 20 minutes of play from DCU Center. At North Charleston Coliseum this afternoon in North Charleston, South Carolina, beautiful North Charleston, South Carolina, the Stingrays have a 1-0 edge over the Orlando Solar Bears. Leopards first of the year at 2:53 has the Stingrays off and running. A 4 o'clock start in about 3 minutes on the East Coast between the Indy Fuel and the Toledo Walleye. 5 o'clock start between the Fort Wayne Comets and the Wheeling Nailers. Kansas City and Tulsa later this afternoon, along with Rapid City taking on Wichita. The Manitoba Moose will drop the puck in about 5 minutes or so against the Toronto Marlies as the Moose continue their 3-3 here this weekend. As for the Winnipeg Jets, the new NHL affiliates of the Norfolk Admirals as of a couple months ago, they were victorious over the Arizona Coyotes last night by a score of 5-2. Mark Scheifele with a goal and 2 assists. So the Jets have really hit their stride offensively and have won 6 of the last 7 games. Josh Morrissey also found the back of the net for the Jets as they take down the Coyotes, as mentioned, 5-2. They are back in action, are the Jets, on Wednesday when they travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. We look ahead to the second period of play. As we mentioned, the Adirondack Thunder have the shots 20-9 in the department, so they have that advantage. And now, with those 3 goals, the Thunder have outscored their opponents 12-8 in the first period this early on in the season. So you got 2 clubs that are really good in the first period here in Norfolk and Adirondack has just stuck it to Norfolk here to start through 20 minutes of play. What kind of adjustments do the Admirals need to make? Well, I think you got to start putting a little bit more shots on Jeremy Brodeur, and this is a guy that plays the puck so well, so maybe the dump and chase style of hockey may not work as well for Norfolk, but also just tightening up defensively and good, clean zone entries are basic keys to success for any hockey club. So this club getting back to basics is really going to help push this thing moving forward for a club that has struggled in the second period for the Norfolk Admirals this season. Out of all 3 periods, they've gotten the least amount of goals in the upcoming second period. So let's see how this club responds. And let's see if they can also kind of grate the Thunder into maybe committing a penalty here and there, because this power play has done so well to start the year for the Admirals. Let's see what comes with that. Our score is 3-0 at the end of 20 minutes of play. Earlier this week, I had a chance to sit down with the play-by-play voice of the Manitoba Moose. His name is Daniel Fink. He is just an outstanding broadcaster at the AHL ranks. He joined me to talk everything Manitoba Moose, including Thomas Milich, who made his first professional start earlier this week, picked up his first professional win, so we did not get to that as that happened last night. This was an interview that happened at the beginning of this last week. But here's my exclusive sit-down with the voice of the Manitoba Moose, Daniel Fink. So before we get into things, Daniel, just tell us a little bit off the top about yourself. How long have you been with the club, and what other roles do you find yourself in with the Moose?
Well, like in the ECHL, it's in the AHL, you're usually covering off a few different things. So I've been the communications manager for the Moose, hockey communications manager this is my 8th seasons back to back. So it's been a lot of fun, and you know what, it's been nice to have kind of new experiences throughout my time with the Moose.
Right, I bet. I think the first question that Admirals fans are really interested in hearing about is Thomas Milich, who made his first AHL start on Monday, came in relief on Sunday against the Rocket. It was a 5-2 victory for the Rocket on Monday, but how did Thomas look through your eyes in that morning?
Yeah, interesting situation for him to get into. It's always a little tricky coming in off the bench. He gets into about 22-19 into the game, but talking to head coach Mark Morrison, he thought, well, maybe that actually helped a little bit for Thomas. Didn't have time to think about it, just got in there and started stopping pucks. In fact, the first shot against him was from one of his former Seattle Thunderbirds teammates in Jared Davidson, so that was kind of a cool twist. But he stopped the first 16 shots that he saw until eventually Davidson actually scored his first AHL goal against Millich for the first goal against, but played very, very well, stopped 20 of 22 in relief, got the start the next morning as we had a school day game. And you know what, held the fort pretty well. I think the team would look at itself and say they didn't give him a ton of help in that contest. So 5 goals against, but you start to look at the quality of the chances that ended up in the back of the net, and I don't think anyone was pointing fingers at the goaltender. So quite the trial by fire for Thomas Millich to get into his first couple games, and we'll see if he gets into more here coming up or if the goaltenders get healthy for the Moose.
And I did ask him this about his first pro start in Savannah, as we're joined by Daniel Fink, play-by-play extraordinaire of the Manitoba Moose here at our intermission report. I said to him, you looked cool as a cucumber in front of 7,000 plus in Savannah for your first ever game, thrown right into the belly of the beast. Did he look nervous at all in his first start by chance? Because it seemed to me like it wasn't.
I think that's what everyone was saying after the game, is how poised he looked, how confident he looked. And he was a bit of a calming presence. And one thing that I was talking with my color commentator on, especially in the second game, a lot of bouncing pucks in the slot or in the crease, that Laval was really crashing the net hard and making it tough for him. But he was very calm and tracked the puck very well through a lot of that mess and just kept himself in front of it. So on those scrambles that usually you'd see goaltenders start to flounder a little bit, he just stayed square to the puck. So you love to see that confidence and poise from a young player.
I love when we made the affiliation announcement with the Manitoba Moose and the Winnipeg Jets that Dominic Toninato was a big part of the featured video for you guys for the Manitoba Moose. Here's a guy who's played over 150 National League games and 150 American League games. What is it like having Dominic Toninato around this club?
You know what? He's a guy that's kind of had a few short stints with the Moose early on in his time with the Winnipeg Jets, and everyone was always really impressed when he came in, how he brought himself, how he carried himself, the leadership he brought in a short time. Having him over extended periods has been so valuable for some of the young players. It's a guy who, like you laid out there, has played a lot at both levels. He knows that grind at the AHL level. He knows what it takes to be an everyday NHLer as well. And that experience is so valuable for your players who are working their way up, like your first round picks and Brad Lambert, Chaz Lucius, or second rounder Nikita Chibrikov. They get to learn from guys like this, like Dominic Toninato, who just knows how to bring the same level every day. And that consistency is so big when you're looking at players, whether it's going from the ECHL to the AHL, AHL to the NHL. It's all about that consistency and being able to bring the same game every day.
Joined by Daniel Fink, play-by-play voice of the Manitoba Moose here at our intermission report. So the Moose, as we're currently recording this interview, they sit at 4-6 in the standings right now. You don't want to read too much into the standings this early on in the season, but what do the Moose got to start doing to start generating some wins here?
Yeah, a bit of a mercurial start for the club here. Got off to 4 wins in their first 6 games, including a couple of big road wins in Texas against a very tough opponent. Came home, had a real tough homestand. Lost all 4 games on that homestand, something that the Moose really have not done over the last few years. They've been very good on home ice. So for this club, I mean, they started out those first 6 games. They were averaging around 39 shots a game, leading the AHL in that regard, and that's kind of gone away. So I think they'll be looking to get a few more pucks towards the net, attacking the middle of the ice a little bit more. We saw it practice today. They had that home plate area kind of sketched out on the ice. So Coach Morrison really wanting them to get to that middle area, get to those tough areas, because that's where they're going to score. I mean, there's a lot of skill, young skill learning its way right now. So there's going to be some ups and downs for this young team, but when it comes down to it, the fastest way to get goals on the board is to simplify your game. And I think that's what the Moose will be looking to do, especially heading out on a 6-game road swing.
Yeah, makes sense. Is there someone on this club that you're waiting to kind of see bust out? Is there someone who could be flying under the radar for this club?
I don't know if there's anyone really flying under the radar so much as you're looking at those young skill guys to continue developing. I mean, and a lot of them got off to pretty good starts when you look at Brad Lambert, Nikita Chibrikov already into double digits. Moose to just kind of settle into his game. And once he does, he's got a lethal shot and a lot of skills. So I think the Moose are going to be really looking for him to kind of settle in and just play some games, because over the balance of the last few seasons, he hasn't played a ton of hockey.
Well, Admirals fans are certainly excited to see this club. Where can Admirals fans watch this club? I know AHL TV is an option, but for radio, where can Admirals fans listen to these games?
Yeah, if you want to listen into our games, we carry everything online. You can get it at moosehockey.com/listen live. You can download the Winnipeg Jets app, which is a great app if you want to follow the Jets and the Moose. All our games are live on there. there as well, and cjlb.com/sports. So there's a few different ways you can get to our games, and every single one is on the air, and it's always great to have more folks tuning in.
Right, absolutely. Well, Daniel, this has been awesome. Great to catch up, and we look forward to doing this every couple of weeks here on the Admirals Broadcast Network. Thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me on.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey Style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs. Every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
Most of the time, banking hasn't been for people like us. We work regular jobs, make regular wages, and have regular credit scores. We're not financial experts. We make mistakes every now and then. And when we do, banks make us pay the price. At Langley, everyone gets a fair shake. Financial products designed for regular people. That's only fair. That's Langley. That's banking for the rest of us.
Get ready, Virginia. Optima Health is becoming Centera Health Plans. It's a new name, same excellent health plan. Offering the same gold standard of personal service from a trusted health plan in your community. You'll enjoy the same great benefits, services, and doctors now under a new health plan name, Centera Health Plans.
Welcome back inside Norfolk Scope. Thank you again to Daniel Fink for that exclusive conversation, play-by-play voice of the Manitoba Moose. We will have a slight delay to start our second period here, folks. There was a little bit of a Zamboni malfunction. One of the two Zambonis had to go off the ice, and he is just finishing up the final patch of ice. So they stopped the clock. If you're joining us on FloHockey, you see that it says 5 minutes on your score bug, and they stopped the clock. The Zamboni's about to come into your picture. He has finished, and he will head off the ice. And we will start the second period here in approximately 7 minutes or so. So we have a slight delay to begin our second period of play. Again, thank you to Daniel Fink once again for that conversation. And the puck is down between the Moose and the Marlies. Colin Delia is starting in goal for Manitoba this afternoon, while Keith Petrozelli is the opponent goaltender for the Toronto Marlies. The Marlies, the affiliates of the Newfoundland Growlers in the North Division, same as the Norfolk Admirals. And one more time, we'll give you a brief update on some scores from around the National Football League, because it is NFL Sunday and there are a few games in the books. The Houston Texans stay on the hot side of things, 21-16 over the Cardinals. Packers, 19 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They have a 3-point lead over the Chargers. And some other finals for you. The Browns taking down the Steelers 13-10. The Lions coming back to win 31-26. The Giants win over the Commanders 31-19. Jaguars 34, Titans 14, and the Cowboys beating the Panthers 33-10. Game still in action. It looks like one just went final. Was that Packers game that just went final. We'll get you an update on that in just a second, and it is a final, 23-20 in favor of the Packers. And the late games have officially kicked off as the Buccaneers station. Interesting Monday Night Football game tomorrow between the Eagles and the Chiefs as the Kelsey brothers go against one another in a Super Bowl rematch at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. That will be a very fun game to watch. Zamboni's off the ice. Nets are in place. We will take our final timeout, and we will have second period of action for you from downtown Norfolk on the other side of these messages on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Fast-moving, hard-hitting professional hockey is back in Hampton Roads, and tickets for every game start at just $15. Don't miss a minute of the action. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and Norfolk Scope Arena. Admirals Professional Hockey.
From careers to kids, it's always go time. But when time isn't on your side, we are on Fox 43. Hit the snooze. We'll pour you a fresh cup of Wavy News 10 from 7 to 9 a.m.
Busy day? No need to hurry home. We've got you covered at 7 p.m. Then stay up to date.
And not up late at 10 p.m.
It's all the news you need on your time.
Plus, weather and traffic to plan ahead.
Day or night, watch Wavy News 10 on Fox 43.
The ECHL believes that hockey is more than a game. It's an opportunity, a chance to connect, a chance to embrace our differences, and a chance to bring our communities together, creating teamwork, memories, and a lasting bond along the way. When it comes to hockey, no matter how it's played, we do it together.
So the Norfolk Admirals have been here for 34 years. We're one of the few minor league teams that have had that kind of duration in a community. We are the Hampton Roads community in the professional sports field.
The partnership between Blue Ridge Bank and the Norfolk Admirals creates a lot of synergy because both of us are very involved in our community. Every business has their own special needs, and that's where the catering comes in that makes a difference. When you bank with a community bank, it's not one size fits all.
Blue Ridge Bank allows me to be a hero to my community, and that's the greatest gift that they can give.
Fast-moving, hard-hitting professional hockey is back in Hampton Roads, and tickets for every game start at just $15. Don't miss a minute of the action. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and Norfolk Scope Arena. Admirals Professional Hockey.
Rivers Casino now has $15 minimums on table games every Monday through Thursday, guaranteed. Grab a seat and play blackjack, craps, 3-card poker, extreme hold'em, and more with low $15 minimums. It's time to get real, only at Rivers Casino Portsmouth.
Hi there.
And we welcome you back to Norfolk Scope for period number 2 between the Norfolk Admirals and the Adirondack Thunder. Weston DeWitt here with you as we hope you all are enjoying your Sunday afternoon wherever you may be on this fine afternoon. It will turn into the evening here in approximately 46 minutes here on the East Coast. Admirals looking to recover after a frustrating first period. They go from right to left if you're joining us on radio here this afternoon, and if you're watching on FloHockey, the Admirals will head in that same direction. Lewinsky, Foss, and Smirnov will start up front for the Admirals with Kubicek and Musser on the blue line. They have to imagine plenty of shots is going to be an MO for this club. I imagine trying to maybe bait the Thunder into taking a penalty or two, but this is the most disciplined team in the ECHL. We'll see how this all pans out. Crowd gets on their feet and excited for this Admirals club as they try to get back in this game. Here we go with period number 2. 7 seconds in, Brodeur's going to steer it off to the right. And it's always a good thing for a hockey club to just go back to basics when you're in a situation like this as an offside is called 18 seconds into our second stanza. The better you can get back to basics and the simpler things that you can do by getting pucks deep, even though we mentioned the puck-playing abilities of Brodeur. If you can play a simple game, that really gets the juices flowing for a hockey player. And perhaps that's what we're going to see from this club. Jeff Carr is going back to his top unit with Robida, Kiran, and Waugh. He put Dennis Smirnov out there near the end of the first period with those two wingers. Now Robida's back out there. Isley on the zone keep in for the Thunder. Carson Musser will corral the put up in neutral ice. Robida was trying to spring a potential 2-on-1. Peretz will play it off to Musser. Here's Matthew Waugh. Gets to the center ice logo, and the captain will light it off to the left for Robida at the end of his shift. Gets from support there from Karan. And over skates it. Here's Josephic the other way with Broman. Josephic will elect to put it in down low. Now Kuzmin. 1 minute and 30 seconds gone by here in period 2. Adirondack has a 3-0 lead if you're just joining us. Ryan Smith starts the scoring at 2:59 from the first period. And Patrick Grasso is 5th of the year a minute later. And then Eric Middendorf at 13:21. A 3-goal onslaught, the opening frame for the Adirondack Thunder, who are looking for their 6th win of the campaign. Iverson's shot is blocked and ricochets out of play into the protective netting. Brodeur has played some exceptional hockey here in this arena as an opponent. Not as a member of the Norfolk Admirals. He really struggled in his brief tenure here in Norfolk. Did not pick up a win in regulation play. As Iverson, that shot is patted aside by the aforementioned Brodeur. That was a giant hit, and Louis Jean wants to drop the gloves with Ashbrook, and here we go. A little toe-to-toe action after the big hit from Louis Jean. Second fight of the year for Derek Louis Jean. They wait, now they engage. Overhand right by Louis Jean and just dropped Ashbrook. That right hand didn't really even connect with full force by Derek Louis Jean. But the Norfolk Admirals defender lays the lumber, then throws some fists away. That was Will McKinnon, I beg your pardon, not Ashbrook. So McKinnon is the man who engages in a scrap with Louis Jean. Louis Jean has quite the highlight reel this year when it comes to punches, and off the side of the head. And then a little tiny left uppercut as McKinnon went down. A big uppercut by Louis Jean last Saturday against the Reading Royals, which sent Brennan Hoffman down. Now he sends McKinnon down to the ice. Five minutes each for fighting. We carry on 5-on-5. Perhaps that sparks some life into this Norfolk Admirals team. We mentioned that life they're looking for at the end of that opening period. Now McDougall. Passed off to the right for Iverson, and here come the Admirals. Here's Foss. Ryan Foss to Golder. Golder shoots, and a save made. Brodeur seeing through that heavy traffic. Here's Harper, right wing circle. That one is blocked, and Karams into the meshing area. 17-14 remains in period 2. Derek Louis Jean engages in a scrap with Will McKinnon at 2:11. McKinnon is the penalty minutes leader for this Adirondack Thunder club. Broman in the faceoff circle with Keaton Jameson. Jameson recently played in his 100th career ECHL game that includes the playoffs as well. Jameson coming over from Utah in the offseason. He was one of the entire teammates, and all of his teammates were a part of the Illumination Parade last night. Keaton Jameson was on the street giving high fives with kids every time he could get one. Pass behind Danny Caddick by the aforementioned Jameson. And by the way, a happy belated birthday to Keaton, as he turned 26 years old yesterday in his first season with the Norfolk Admirals. Grasso gets tangled up with McLean, and those two eventually tries to send it back upstairs as he went down to the circle area, but no, Thunder was home. What a pass by Jeremy Brodeur right to the tape of Felix. I mean, you can't place a pass any better than that. That was incredible. The Admirals go bosh that opportunity. Here is McDougall over the line, too far in front of Caddick. And now Smith. Back in the play, Ryan Smith spins, centers it. Center down by Middendorf off the side of the cage. McDougall will give it to Peretz to cover. Now Smith engages in a pushing match with Smith, or Kubicek, those two rather. And some more unpleasantries with shot 21 for Adirondack to Norfolk's 11. Season ticket members of the game being honored here in downtown Norfolk. Season ticket holder with the Portsmouth City Series jersey. And that City Series will return on December 8th and 9th when the Admirals honor the City of Newport News. The award nominated promotion is back for its second season. Delayed offside, blown dead. We'll get a face-off of neutral ice. An update for you on the other North Division contest. Maine still has a 2-0 edge over the Worcester Railers. Wheeler sends it across to Thompson. He tries to clear. He does, but the Admirals are right there. Now Smirnov over the right wing line. Right below save there by Brodeur. Plays onside. Ashbrook sends it wide to the 4x6. Mustard plays it up to neutral ice, and now Wheeler will backtrack. Played with an offside as Middendorf is over the line. So we get a lot of stoppages here over the first 5 minutes of our second period. Admirals are getting ready to welcome the first place Trois-Rivières Lions to town starting on Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday. They will have Thursday off for Thanksgiving in the States, and they will engage with the first place Lions. Ryan Foss tries a drop feed to Lewinsky in the slot. That was broken up by the Thunder. And we thought that was really going to be the true litmus test for this club. Taking on a first place team, but they have fallen short at the moment to this Adirondack Thunder team. They still got a lot of real estate and a lot of time to work with. And if there's anything that this club has shown is Lewinsky was interfered with, no call. Now on the forecheck, Ryan Foss keeps it in. Delayed call coming up. Oh, this is going to go to the Admirals. And Lewinsky first was interfered with. Now he'll skate to the penalty box. And this Norfolk Scope crowd is really letting the man in the middle of your screen hear it. And Jeff Carr just looks on. And believe me, I know that look. That's not a happy look. So Lewinsky and Louis Jean will sit down. And another power play coming up for the Thunder. Broman's going to take the draw. To his right is Josephic. To his left is Isley. Jameson will take the face-off and the penalty kill for the Admirals as they head to Centera Therapy Center's penalty kill. They win the face-off and clear. Kuzman, Iverson, and Musser join for help on this PK. Roman cross rink. Feed connects to Isley. Shot goes wide. Now the Thunder set things up. Here's Grant Josephic. Pass to Steve as he looks on. Back to Josephic as they play catch. Josephic in search of his first goal this year. He'll have it at the goal line area. Plays it up top to Steve. Cross rink. Grasso. Crisscross the clear attempt and a shoulder save by Peretz. A fortunate bounce going the way of Adirondack there. Now the Admirals able to clear out of dodge. And all four Admirals hail for cabs and will get fresh legs. Pete MacArthur's got a lot of artillery to use with his power play units. So far he's come up a little short. 40 seconds remain in the Centera Therapy Center's penalty kill for the Norfolk Admirals. Shane Harper, 11 in black. Off to Middendorf, back to Harper now. Harper at 34 years old out of Valencia, California. 400 games in the American Hockey League, 14 games in the National Hockey League in his pro career. Hirano, cross-rink feed, ricochets off of an Admiral stick. Now knife to the point. Slid this way to Hirano. Played back up top. Thompson, big drive and a save by Peretz. And smacked down the length of the ice by McLean. We're back to even strength 5-on-5. 12:30 remains in period 2. Adirondack still has a 3-0 edge over Norfolk. Middendorf with a hit delivered as he clears the puck free from that scrum. And now Peretz has to make another tough save on a centering feed from Gillespie this time. You got to give credit where credit is due. Yanni Peretz is doing everything he can to keep his club in this game. Right now the Thunder Continuing to attack offensively, Jeffers over the right wing line. Jeffers, 19 in black, holds on to it. Spins and fires it down low to Ashbrook, the rookie, to Gillespie. Now upstairs, Felix, cross-rink feed. Jeffers goes up top, plays on side. All Thunder here with the puck, with the great puck control. Around the block it goes again. Jeffers right wing point, pass across to Felix. He got Kiran right in his tracks. And Felix realized it and gets it down low. Now back up top to Felix again, across to Wheeler with a hammer, and that one goes wide. We saw Wheeler get his first of the season and the first goal of the game last Friday in the 6-3 setback for the Thunder against this Admirals team. And the crowd has been completely taken out of this game. And again, we've given credit where credit is due, and it's well-deserved for what Pete MacArthur and this Adirondack Thunder club have done. They have come into Norfolk. They've taken on a red-hot Admirals team that has surprised a lot of ECHL pundits out there. And they have thoroughly controlled this week so far. Now Caddick over the right wing line to the forehand pad save made by Brodeur, and then moves his arm over. Mad scramble. It's a mosh pit for the puck. And now behind the net, it's Orgel. Oh, Brodeur getting tangled up with Caddick. Those two are still down as Young is actually in the cage. That is Young, not Caddick. And we're going to get a halt in the action as those two gentlemen jostle away for the puck. Brodeur wanted to cover it. Young wanted to put it behind Brodeur. And the Thunder stay ahead by a score of 3-0. We'll take our first media timeout here in the second period. 3-0 Thunder from downtown Norfolk on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey Style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs. Every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
Most of the time, banking hasn't been for people like us. We work regular jobs, make regular wages, and have regular credit scores. We're not financial experts. We make mistakes every now and then. And when we do, banks make us pay the price. At Langley, everyone gets a fair shake. Financial products designed for regular people. That's only fair. That's Langley. That's banking for the rest of us.
Since opening in 1990, MRI and CT Diagnostics has been Southeastern Virginia's premier diagnostic imaging facility, serving patients throughout the Tidewater area. We've had a few delays in the action, with an original schedule for 3 o'clock puck drop. Eventually came to about 3:09, if I remember correctly. Louis Jean has served his 5 minutes, and he clears the puck out of the zone. Justin Young over the right wing line. Sends it into the corner. Poke check there by McKinnon. And shoveled the other way by the Thunder. Spiked off the boards there by McLean. And now spinning is Young, and he'll squib it in down low. Here's Ryan Smith. Again, leads this Thunder team in points. Gets it across the line. Here's Josephic around the rimming and around. He gets it back to Smith. Upstairs to Thompson on the left wing point. Sends it on net, and Perret sees it clearly. Ryan Smith, in his third year with the Thunder, he had 42 points last year. Played 4 years at Maine. And now the Thunder could have numbers if they hustle, but Ryan Foss negates all that. 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in period two. Jeffers at the center ice logo for Adirondack. Giving away, Kuzman steps up, then Jeffers gets it back. Here comes Jeffers with some speed. Jeffers left circle stops and does not get a shot as McDougal hit the deck. Getting back up, and now Jeffers on the left wing point, so no shot there. Pressure there by Keegan Iverson. The Minnesota native forces a turnover. Now Kuzman the other way for the Admirals. Kuzman over the line, has got room. Right circle, Iverson shoots. It's deflected and catches netting, so we get another stoppage. And shots in this period so far are 5 apiece.
Poretz really had to be on alert on that latest opportunity. That was Ashbrook in the crease. We've seen a lot of ricocheted pucks today, and also in Friday's game as well. Case in point, what Eric Middendorf did at the end of the second period. Middendorf just tried to pass it to the front of the net. It went off the skate of Louis Jean and through the 5-hole of Yaniv Poretz. The Thunder have gotten a lot of good bounces here over these last 2 days. And again, they have a comfortable 3-0 lead. Now they have a 2-on-1. Here's Isley on the left wing circle. Isley shoots it wide. He had Grasso crashing the net. Poretz is going to come out and play it. We have seen Poretz dangerously play the puck early on this year. And now the Thunder keep it in the zone. Carson Musser, the man they call Moose around these parts, tied up there with Broman. Squirts free to the point. This is Wheeler along the right wing circle now, who butt hooks. Cross ring feed over to Broman out of his reach, and the Admirals miscommunicate on a potential odd man rush the other way. It is sent high and out of play. A lot of youngsters here in the building on this Sunday afternoon from downtown Norfolk enjoying the action. And we appreciate you spending your Sunday with us here on the Admirals Broadcast Network. And if you're joining us on the FloHockey social media platforms and on the ECHL's Facebook page, we appreciate you spending your Sunday with us. Gillespie stops and plays it down low as the Thunder continue their offensive attack. The Admirals with one good chance really in this period. Other than that, Brodeur has stood tall and he continues to play the puck well. Ryan Foss suffocating forecheck there by Adirondack. Here they come the other way. Middendorf gets to the blue line. He's at the end of his shift, so he'll nudge the puck in deep. Andrew McLean has it. McLean, at 28 years old, out of Waterford, Michigan, coming over from the Orlando Solar Bears. The future considerations deadline. That's where his ECHL playing rights were held. Now Kadek, he has the puck in the offensive zone. Kadek to the front, and a pad save made by Brodeur. Danny Kadek with a touch pass across to Jameson, and Colin Felix with a splendid block. That short side again was open. We've seen the short side of Brodeur be open this week. And right there, if it just crept past Jameson. What a supporting cast that Travis Broman had in this building on Friday. The Richmond native with a little razzle-dazzle there off the face-off. And plays it down low. Couple of jukes around two different Admirals defenders. Broman had over 115 friends and family from the Richmond area come down for the game. They packed Section 113. Poretz makes the save. He's going to hold for a whistle with 6 on the button to go in period 2. I mean, those fans in Section 113, they took over. It was great to see because you got a Hampton Roads born kid that is well versed with what Hampton Roads hockey is all about. I'm sure he knows what the Admirals did in the 90s and in the American Hockey League days, as we're going to get a little delay here with the pegs coming undone. We'll see if they want to come out and fix this net. And sure enough, they will. So we have an official's timeout. And the scope crew will come out and fix the net. And with that, we will go to break. Back with more about Travis Broman and the Richmond native after this on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Hi there, I'm Cheyenne, and I'm here to tell you about my experience with Fusion mini split installations. So I have the gym and I have my laser in the garage, so I knew that I needed the temperature control. I knew exactly who to call. The Fusion team has made the process hassle-free. I've been a Fusion customer for years, and I keep coming back because they've never let me down. I can't recommend Fusion enough. Absolutely think Fusion first.
The ECHL believes that hockey is more than a game. It's an opportunity, a chance to connect, a chance to embrace our differences, and a chance to bring our communities together, creating teamwork, memories, and a lasting bond along the way. When it comes to hockey, no matter how it's played, we do it together.
Net is back in place, and we welcome you back to Norfolk Scope. The Norfolk Admirals are proud to announce $2 beer and hot dogs every Friday for the first 2 hours after doors open this season. Join the Admirals for Power Hour Fridays, every single Friday home game for this season. Get your tickets by going to NorfolkAdmirals.com and get in on the fun today. A lot of fun youngsters enjoying the action here from the Scope on this Sunday. Face-off won by the Thunder. They continue in their offensive zone. Travis Broman, he has more friends and family here in the building today. Not quite to the level of 115, but you got a guy that, again, well-versed. We're going to get a delayed call coming up. It's going to go to Adirondack, so the Admirals will go to the Blue Ridge Bank power play once the Thunder touch up. In the meantime, Robida skates up ahead. Over the line, shot blocked. Robida tries to get it back. Jumps over the stick of Caron and will stop action. 5:28 remains in period 2. And the Admirals go to the Blue Ridge Bank power play. Blue Ridge Bank, proud sponsors and the official bank of the Norfolk Admirals. To put a cap on that, Travis Broman playing with the Richmond Generals in the USPHL in that junior program where Patrick Cavanaugh, who also owns the Hampton Roads Whalers in the USPHL, those two teams play each other quite a bit. So he's well-versed with that kind of rivalry. Goes to Topeka in the North American League. SUNY Oswego. 2 years with Roanoke in SPHL, so he gets to stay home and play at home. Then finds himself in Adirondack, where he puts up 33 points in 48 games last year. Huge reason why they had success in the season. Now a power play chance for the Admirals as Kuzman's shot is blocked, and the Thunder get it out of harm's way. And the Admirals' power play this year is 11th in the ECHL. They have a power play goal in 8 of 12 games this year. Dennis Smirnov, in his first game of the season, joins the power play unit with Young, Kuzman, Waugh, and Robida. Justin Young has the puck to Matthew Waugh from a sharp angle and off the noggin of Brodeur and elevated over the head of Kuzman and down the ice. Yanni Peretz will come out to his left to play it. Plays it off to Dmitry Kuzman. Kuzman stays and now glides up ahead. Here comes to the red line, over the blue line now. The 20-year-old defenseman gets on this young season. Caron for Kubacek. Kubacek getting his first power play time of the season. Caron shot, turned aside. Trying to go short side there on Brodeur. Golder is out there. Ricochets to the point for Kubacek. Tom Caron on the right wing side. Caron pass to Golder. Whiffs on the shot and corralled by the Thunder. Knifed out of there by Jeffers. Simon Kubacek is there, plays it to Ryan Foss. He had a 4-game point streak that was snapped in the Saturday win last Saturday against Reading. Cleared down the ice by the Thunder, and that is going to do it for the first power play of the game for the Admirals as you see Grasso stepping out of the box. Caron and Kubacek play catch there now. Caron sends it this way to Musser. Elevates it high into the air and gloved down by Steve. To be played by Patrick Grasso. Grasso stops along the half wall. Harassed there by Musser yet. Puck stays in the offensive zone as Steve's shot is blocked. 3 minutes remaining in period 2. We have not had any red lights in 17 minutes of action in this period. Given away to Steve. Look out. Steve creeps in. Tries the spinorama now, and he does get around Musser and plays it over to Harper. Great cycle job by the Thunder in this second period. Lewinsky sends Grasso into the boards and puts an end to all that. But the Admirals can't clear the zone. Under stick there by Kadek. Now it's going to be cleared as it's played. Sprung pass up ahead to Lewinsky out of his reach. And an icing is called. The Thunder have scored first in 6 games this year. They have won 5 games. That includes this game, by the way, folks. So 5-0 when they score first, and right now they are as comfortable as they could be. Orgel, as it jumps over his stick, does the puck. Here's Yoshiro Hirano. He's been held in check this afternoon, but he's gotten some great help from his counterparts. Danny Caddick will corral it for the Admirals and cough it up at neutral ice. Here's Hirano. Drop pass to Ashbrook. Down low, Middendorf. Upstairs, here's Wheeler. Cross-rink feed to Middendorf. Admirals playing on their heels here in the final two at the moment. Orgel's shot deflected and saved by Peretz. Smacked off the boards there by Lewiski to center. The Thunder just quickly play it right back in. A little simplicity in the game of the Adirondack Thunder we've noticed here in this second period, which has led to some success for them. Plays onside. What a move there by Jameson. Shot. That goes wide. Oh, that would have been a Play of the Week nominee for sure if J-Mo had converted that one. Now Justin Robida picks it up. And the speedster over the center ice logo, now the blue line. Pass to the right. Back to Robida. He tried to settle it down with Brodeur moving to his right. He had to be on alert. At the point, here's Kuzman to Jameson. Keaton Jameson shoots. That's blocked. Another great block by the Adirondack Thunder defense crew. 28 shots to 17 in favor of Adirondack in the final moments of this second period. Slap pass on the cross-ring feed by Kuzman. Too hard for Jameson to handle, and Isley's going to get it in deep. Isley at just 21 years old. In his first year as a pro, last 5 years with the Red Deer Rebels of the Western Hockey League. Ryan Smith lays it on net. Brett's going to cover. 29 seconds remaining in period two. And the Admirals have yet to win a game this year when going into the third period they are trailing in. And perhaps that changes course here this afternoon. We'll see what adjustments head coach Jeff Carr is going to make. And don't go anywhere for our intermission report. We'll preview our third period. We'll take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard in the ECHL, and also for NFL fans, we'll check in with those scores. And also in the National Hockey League. Gates off. Karan visibly frustrated. Another power play coming up for Adirondack. If they don't convert in 14 seconds, it'll be a good way for them to start the third period. This is their fourth man advantage of the game. Every penalty kill this year brought to you by Centera. Centera, the official sports medicine sponsor of the Norfolk Admirals. Draw to the left of Peretz. It'll be Justin Robida with Yoshiro Hirano. Clean win for the Admirals as they won a lot more face-offs in this game than they did on Friday. So that is a good positive for this Admirals team, winning crucial face-offs. We said it ad nauseum. It feels like they've just struggled to win face-offs over the last 3 years. That's not a problem anymore. Period comes to an end as the Thunder lead by a score of 3-0. They will have 1 minute and 46 seconds of power play time to start in period three. We'll take a break, and our second intermission report is next. As we mentioned, we'll get you out-of-town scores, a preview the third, and plays of the week with Joey Bottano, the voice of the Orlando Solar Bears. 3-0 our score in favor of the Thunder. You're listening to Norfolk Admirals Hockey, presented by Centera.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
So before we get into things, Daniel, just tell us a little bit off the top about yourself. How long have you been?
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey hockey style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
Most of the time, banking hasn't been for people like us. We work regular jobs, make regular wages, and have regular credit scores. We're not financial experts. We make mistakes every now and then. And when we do, banks make us pay the price. At Langley, everyone gets a fair shake. Financial products designed for regular people. That's only fair. That's Langley. That's banking for the rest of us.
Life is made of moments, connected to other moments. Big moments. Small moments. Wonderful moments you wish would last forever. First moments are why we do what we do. And we relive them over and over. Through you. Williamsburg Winery at West 600.
So the Norfolk Admirals have been here for 34 years. They're one of the few minor league teams that have had that kind of duration in a community. We are the Hampton Roads community and the professional sports field.
The partnership between Blue Ridge Bank and the Norfolk Admirals creates a lot of synergy because both of us are very involved in our community. Every business has their own special needs, and that's where the catering comes in that makes a difference. When you bank with a community bank, it's not one size fits all.
Blue Ridge Bank allows me to be a hero to my community, and that's the greatest gift that they can give.
Fast-moving, hard-hitting professional hockey is back in Hampton Roads, and tickets for every game start at just $15. Don't miss a minute of the action. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and Norfolk Scope Arena. Admirals
to Norfolk Scope as the Admirals trail by a score of 3-0 with 40 minutes in the can. Weston Witt here from the Norfolk Scope broadcast booth, and it's been a frustrating 40 minutes for this Admirals team. The Thunder have controlled the pace offensively. They have got more goals. They have had more hits. They've had more power plays. All in all, just a complete dominant effort here from the Adirondack Thunder. They have a comfortable lead going into the potential final period of play. Admirals will have 20 minutes to clean things up and try and get this game tied up or maybe even take the lead. We shall see what happens. There was no scoring in that second period. The Thunder are going to have 1 minute and 46 seconds of power play time to start period number 3 on the 2-minute slash from Thomas Caron. Ryan Smith at 2:59 got the scoring started, his 8th of the year of the first period. Patrick Grasso at 4 minutes, his 5th of the year. Made it 2-0. Then Eric Middendorf staying hot with his 3rd goal on the week. Josephic gets the only helper at 13:21 for that one. That is the last red light that we have seen. And that is our score at the end of 40 minutes of play. Salty and Marco Myers down the ice, tossing out T-shirts to the crowd and the youngsters here at Norfolk Scope on this Sunday afternoon. Let's get you some updates on our out-of-town scoreboard. Score still now 3-0 in favor of Maine at the end of 2 periods of play. South Carolina has the 2-1 edge over the Orlando Solar Bears. They're going to start the 3rd period shortly there. Toledo has a 1-0 lead over the Indy Fuel. Puck still yet to be dropped between Wheeling and Fort Wayne, and also Kansas City, Tulsa, along with Rapid City and Wichita. The Manitoba Moose have a 2-0 lead over the Toronto Marlies at the end of 20 minutes of play. Nicholas Jones, his 2nd of the year at 7:34 from Chisholm and Malott. And then Brad Lambert at 13:38 from Malott and Lundmark. That is Lundmark's first apple of the season. Colin Delia has been good through 20 minutes of play. He has made a total of 6 saves. Thomas Milich is backing up this afternoon, so the Moose getting Milich as much action as humanly possible. In the NFL, games currently going on. The 49ers have a 10-0 lead over the Bucs. Still scoreless between the Jets and the Bills. Seahawks have a 7-0 lead over the Los Angeles Rams. Our score is 3-0 at the end of 2 periods of play. We're going to take a break, and coming up in just a second, it is Joey Bottano as he presents the latest edition of ECHL Plays of the Week.
And 10 seconds to go in regulation. From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slap shot off the glove and in. Now toward the net, he scores! Slip back out to the blue line. Shot, score! Rodney scores! Let's rewrite the record book. It's a hat trick. He skates in over the line. He shoots. In the slot. Shot. Save. Game is over.
Hello, hockey fans. Welcome to another edition of ECHL Plays of the Week as we scan across the best and the brightest of North America's premier AA hockey league. I'm Joey Batano, voice of the Orlando Solar Bears. We start in the North Division, where after a successful homestand 2 weeks ago, the Norfolk Admirals hit the road for their first 3-game road trip of the season last week. After dropping Wednesday's game in overtime to Reading, the Admirals got 2 points on Friday night in a 6-3 win over Adirondack. One night later, they battled against Reading in a rematch from Wednesday night. With 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation and the game tied at 1, Keegan Iverson placed a perfect pass to Brian Bowen, and this happened.
Ahead to Iverson. Over the line, look at this. Bowen, backhander, scores! What a feed to Brian Bowen. He shot over the blue line, goes backhand over the blocker of Will Cranley with 2:10 to go in the third period. Norfolk has a 2-1 lead.
That was Weston DeWitt with the call on the Admirals broadcast network. Staying in the north, the Adirondack Thunder went into Maine on Saturday and came away with a 4-1 win, with Tristan Ashbrook scoring his first professional goal.
Off the post and in, his first, and the Thunder a 4-0 lead.
That's Rob Lapolis on the Thunder Radio Network. Cole Koski lit up the score sheet this past weekend with 3 goals and 5 points in the Mavericks' 3-game and 3-night trip to Allen, Texas. Kansas City trailed 2-1 entering the third period on Sunday, and Koski factored in on yet another Mavericks come-from-behind effort with a slick backdoor feed to Justin Nockbar, which tied the game at 2.
Deflection there by Nockbar. Charging back in, Koski, right circle, played in front. Nockbar scores! Justin Nockbar drills it home. A nice feed from Cole Koski and the Mavericks tie the game at 2.
The Mavericks went on to beat the Americans 4-2, sweeping their 3-game set in Allen and improving to 10-2 in the process. That was Joe Benson on the call on the Mavericks Hockey Network. Staying in the Mountain Division, the Idaho Steelheads collected 2 wins in a 3-3 series in Wheeling, improving to 8-2 on the season. On Sunday afternoon, they erupted offensively for 7 goals in a 7-4 win, with former Michigan Warrior and captain of the Steelheads A.J. White scoring a hat trick with all 3 goals coming on the power play.
Hudla, high slot, fires, blocked down by Tendick, rebound, they score! A.J. White, a power play goal at the top of the crease, and the Steelheads take a 2-1 lead on White's 4th goal this season.
Renato, Register, and Donahue also out on the power play. Draw one by White. Register left circle in front for White. He scores! How about that? Just 5 seconds into the power play. A.J. White, second of the game, and the Steelheads out in front 3-2. 15 seconds to go here in period 2. Steelheads back in here left to right. White left circle. Corrals a shot. He scores! A.J. White with the hat trick. All 3 goals on the power play. And the Steelheads up 6-3. 7.9 to go in the second.
Cam McGuire provides the call of the action on Sports Radio 95.3 FM and 1350 AM The Ticket. Let's head to the Central Division now and catch up with the Cincinnati Cyclone, who at the time of this recording have won 4 games in a row. On Friday night in Indy, the Cyclones were cruising up 6-3 with 5 minutes remaining before the Fuel rattled off 3 straight goals to force overtime. In the extra frame, Cincy defenseman Ole Julian Bjorgvik Holm found himself alone in the slot with the game on his stick.
Polino now right to left. Patrick Polino with Lee Lapide in front. Centering feed. Lapide shoots. Doesn't get much on it. Out in front, Bjorkvik home. Score! Ole Julian and Bjorgvik Holmes got his first as a Cyclone. And Cincinnati's bringing 2 points back to the Queen City. 7-6 over the Fuel.
That was Dana Gray on the Cincinnati Cyclones broadcast network. We head back to Wheeling, West Virginia to check in once again on the Idaho Wheeling Series. This time from the Nailers' perspective. Both teams had wins in which they erased 2-0 deficits and went on to win 5-2. Wheeling's turn came on Saturday when the Nailers scored 5 goals in a span of 7 minutes and 38 seconds in the second period. Let's go to DJ Abasala on the Nailers broadcast network to hear Matthew Corsia's goal, which gave the Nailers the lead.
Nickel twirling left side, Nailers buzzing, belly bow, shot safe, rebound, score! We are rolling! Matthew Corsia with the rebound goal, lifts it up over top of the pad. 3 straight by Wheeling in the second to take a 3-2 lead.
In Reading, forward Ryan Chizowski entered the week riding a career-high 5-game goal streak. At home on Wednesday, the third-year pro secured his 6th consecutive game with a goal in the second period, but wasn't satisfied with the one tally when the Royals found themselves in overtime against the Norfolk Admirals. 1:50 into the extra stanza, the Chizowski show took center stage.
Been on for Reading. The game winner beats Ponds with a Dipsy-Doo deke and a 2-goal game.
That was Eric Jessberger's call on the Royals broadcast network. Iowa Heartlanders goaltender Peyton Jones had one of the strongest weeks of his ECHL career, winning all 3 games that included a 109-minute shutout streak. Here's a sample of some of his brilliance.
K-Wings establish the forecheck, but turn it over. And, it's given away at the high slot. Look out, 3-on-2, stage in centers, shot, a save! Wow! Peyton Jones just denied Eric Bradford. Stone cold. No rebound and some shoving.
Jones's hot streak came at the right time for Iowa as he authored the Heartlanders' first 3 wins of the season and won ECHL Goaltender of the Week for the first time in his career. David Fine on the call on the Heartlanders broadcast network. We head to the South Division where South Carolina goaltender Garen Bjorklund helped his team pick up a point against the undefeated Atlanta Gladiators on Friday. Down 1-0 with just over 13 minutes remaining in the third period, Bjorklund kept the Stingrays within 1 on this breakaway stop.
Magaro, can he get free for Adams? He wraps it around the boards. Meyer finds it at the left point, loses control. Gisevich now a breakaway for Atlanta. Gisevich moving in to the backhand. Bjorklund with a save. Remember that save if South Carolina's going to come back.
Peter Bates had a great week for the Wichita Thunder against Utah. He finished with 6 points, including a 2-goal outing last Wednesday. This goal turned out to be the game winner and gave Thunder fans a free short stack of pancakes at IHOP. Here is Jason Malz with the call on the Thunder Radio Network.
Grizzlies trying to get some pressure going in the offensive zone. This is stolen by Jeremy Masella. Up ahead, a 2-on-1 for Wichita. He's got a man open near circle. One-timer, Bates! He scores! Peter Bates gives the fans the pancakes. And it's a 3-0 Thunder lead here in the third.
Closing out this edition of Plays in the Week is the Orlando Solar Bears, who extended their winning streak to 4 games on Friday night with a 6-4 win in Savannah. This goal from Luke Boca was the game winner and also was one of 4 assists on the night for Jimmy Mazza.
Turnover at center ice, though. Here's Bird back in. Bird on right wing. Fading wide right, stops in the corner, fed it right point, Mazza, drive, deflected, score! Jimmy Mazza for the blue line. I think it hit Luke Boca on the way through, and the Solar Bears back up by 2 on this goal coming at 18:09. A weird one for the point. I think it hit Luke Boca in the rear end and went over the right shoulder of Jimmy Parita.
That was yours truly on the Orlando Solar Bears Hockey Network. Thanks for tuning in to this week's ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm Joey Bottano, voice of the Orlando Solar Bears, reminding you to keep your head up and your stick on the ice.
What's up, everybody? This is Curtis Blow inviting you to the Hip Hop Nutcracker, a holiday mashup for the whole family.
Thursday, December 28th at 7:30 p.m. at Chrysler Hall. Tickets on sale now at the Scope Arena box office and Ticketmaster.
Rivers Casino now has $15 minimums on table games every Monday through Thursday, guaranteed. Grab a seat and play blackjack, craps, 3-card poker, extreme hold'em, and more with low $15 minimums. It's time to get real, only at Rivers Casino Portsmouth.
Blue Ridge Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Norfolk Admirals. We're personally invested in doing our part to serve our communities through volunteering and financial support. Go Admirals. Blue Ridge Bank. Bank smarter. Visit mybrb.bank. Member FDIC.
Special thank you to Joey Bottano, the voice of the Orlando Solar Bears, for supplying this week's ECHL's Plays of the Week. Jeremy Brodeur will skate back in goal. He has been perfect through 40 minutes of play. Yanni Peretz back in goal for the Admirals. We're about set to start the third period of play. Jeff Carr in the middle of your screens talks with Danny Caddick, and his crew has got, Jeff Carr's crew that is, has got some work to do. That is Marco Myers, the director of entertainment. Every third period he takes a microphone and screams for Admirals fans to get on their feet. And an important 20 minutes of hockey for this Norfolk Admirals team. Can they make a comeback? Or can they get themselves some little victories going into Wednesday's game against Trois-Rivières? Let's find out. Here we go with period number 3. Again, the Thunder on the power play for 1:40 off the hop. Thompson will be one of the two defensemen on this power play unit for Pete MacArthur. Rimmed around the boards on the left wing side. Danny Caddick is there and able to ladle it out of there. So, some more time to kill. Once they get this penalty killed, they will look to establish some offensive control and maybe get a cycle game going. More shots onto Brodeur, 18 through 2 periods. Adirondack had a total of 20 shots in the opening period. Just 9 in that second. Trickles back to neutral ice off the stick of Yoshiro Hirano. And now Hirano. His catch there with Thompson with 50 ticks remaining in Caron's slashing penalty. Given away, and the Admirals are able to clear the distance. Iverson is in on the forecheck. Middendorf as well is there. Middendorf wins the board battle there. Poked around down low where that is Dennis Smirnov. He's able to elevate it out of the zone. Crowd trying to cheer this club back into the good graces on the ice, and here is McKinnon. Whistled wide of the cage. Isley's there. He has it. Now Smirnov tries to clear it across the rink. We're back to even strength, and out of the box is Caron. He gets the feed. Caron on a breakaway. Caron, forehand. Blocker save by Brodeur. A patented UC Jokinen style move when he was absolute lights out in the shootout with the Dallas Stars back in the day. Brodeur sees it all the way. I tell you what, as we're going to get a call, Lewinsky was slashed in front and touched up, and the Thunder are going to go shorthanded. McKinnon doesn't like it, but very reminiscent how Ryan Foss went down in front of the net in the first period. This time, Tyler Haskell makes the call, and the Admirals go to the Blue Ridge Bank power play. Every Blue Ridge Bank power play this year presented by them, and they are the official banks of the Norfolk Admirals, as Caron frustrated going off the ice, missing a breakaway opportunity. But this is what you want if you're the Admirals. You got a power play. You've killed the penalty to start the period. Now you got a man advantage where you really haven't had a lot to do with it over the last 2 games. You went a total of 0 for 1 on Friday, and so far have been 0 for 1. So big opportunity here as Justin Robida with Waugh and Young, along with Smirnov and Kuzmin. Dmitry Kuzmin on the right wing point to Young. Back to Kuzmin. Here is Justin Robida. Scampers over his options and now plays it to the point.
This way, here's Dennis Smirnov. Creeping in, looks back door for Robida, but it ricochets off in a leg of a Thunder. Here's Waugh. Low shot saved by Brodeur. He squeezes the post together and keeps the puck out. 2 minutes and 54 seconds gone by here in period 3. Robida again will take the draw. Same man advantage unit out for Jeff Carr's club. Thomas Caron gets a new stick from head equipment manager Mason Whalen. Expect to see him out in just a moment as a save is made by Brodeur on a chance from Smirnov. Clear, kept in by the Admirals. Kuzman's shot deflected. Brodeur never saw it. It's on his left. And now Smirnov upstairs. Kuzman cross. Robida's shot is grazed with the glove by Brodeur. Good power play control here by this Norfolk Admirals team. They look to get on the board. 49 seconds to go in McKinnon's penalty. Robida ricochets to Young. Turnaround shot. Men that join in this chance. Kubicek, this is his first game seeing power play time. We have not seen much of Andrew McLean as he is not available on this man advantage. Here's Caron who gets the pass. Thomas Caron. Shot deflected wide from Caddick. That's what you want if you're the Admirals. You want a Danny Caddick size parked in front. Golder scores! Off a one-time feed from Danny Caddick. Carson Golder gets his first at Norfolk Scope, and the Admirals are on the board with a power play goal. With 16 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in period 3. And the shutout bid for Jeremy Brodeur goes away. Caddick has points in 2 straight now. What a feed to Golder in front. The Thunder did all they could to stop him. But 2 Thunder hit the deck, and meanwhile Golder celebrates with his 4 teammates. It's 3-1. Much needed life added to the Admirals bench. McLean is on the ice now. We hadn't seen him, but he's out there with Louis Jean. Jumped in deep, and the Admirals got some life. Turning shot is gloved there by Brodeur. He struggled mightily with rebound control in period 1 of Friday's game. And so far here in this third period, he has shown a couple of signs of giving up some big rebounds. That is not a good sign if you're a team that is trying to get out of here with a sweep. Nice hit by Louis Jean. He's been physical here all afternoon. The aforementioned Andrew McLean gets it up to the red line. Spanked in there by Mark Lewinsky in his first game back after missing the previous 3 with an injury. Such an offensive spark plug in so many ways is Mark Lewinsky for this Norfolk Admirals team. Now a turnover shot is shoulder to side there by Peretz. Caron up to center for Waugh. Plays on side. Waugh to Caron. Thomas Caron. Tried to knife it over there for Waugh. Now it's kept in. Not for very long. Yes, it is. Good effort from Matthew Waugh. Sandwich there was Tom Caron. And now it's played to the other way. Here's Hirano, left wing side. He looks. Off the skate there of Robida. Now here's Thomas Caron again. Was denied earlier on a breakaway. Caron one-on-one there with Wheeler. And Wheeler stuffs him in his tracks. Felix over to Wheeler. On the right wing side there. Stops and sprays some heavy snow there along the goal line area. 14-15 remains in period 3. 3-1. Carson Golder's got the Admirals on the board. Foss, the secondary assist on the power play marker at 3:47. The 10th man advantage goal for the Admirals this year. Now Ryan Foss comes out of the pile with the puck, but it jumped over sticks and now settled down in front of Norfolk's bench. Scoring on the power play this year, the Admirals are 4-3-0-1 in games when they do such. Forecheck, heavy here by the Admirals. Kubicek keeps it in. That shot elevated high and wide. Now Ryan Foss plays it around the block. And Smirnov, delayed call coming up. Who's this going to go to? It's going to go to the Admirals. Brodeur to the bench. Not quite sure what this minor infraction is going to be. But it's going to be the 5th power play for the Thunder. We will wait and see what this penalty is before we go to break. Dennis Smirnov has just skated into the penalty box. Oh, it's coincidentals. Okay. So, Smirnov and McKinnon step in the box. And we will take
health plan. Offering the same gold standard of personal service from a trusted health plan in your community. You'll enjoy the same great benefits, services, and doctors now under a new health plan name, Centera Health Plans.
The Admirals are back with Happy Hour Hockey Style. It's Power Hour Fridays. Enjoy $2 beers and $2 hot dogs every Friday home game at Scope Arena. No matter what the score, that's a win.
Be sure you stay up to date with everything Norfolk Admirals related by following the Admirals on all social media platforms. That includes Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Threads. You'll see exclusive behind-the-scenes content, plus all the highlight reel moments from every Admirals home game here at the Scope. That's at Norfolk Admirals. Face-off won by the Ads, and we play 4-on-4. Great job by this Admirals offensive unit to really establish what they want this third period to be. They want to have the puck in their offensive zone. They do not want to play catch-up. They do not want to play on their heels, and they've established that here in the third period. Felix plays it over to Thompson as the Thunder break the puck out. They get to the red line. Gingerly poked in there by Felix. Baseball swung style there by the Adirondack forward over to Middendorf, who played it to the point, but no Thunder player was there. So he backpedals, does Wheeler. Wheeler skates up ahead, plays it off to the right for Travis Broman, and he's decked there by Louis Jean. Boy, has he had a very good hockey game in the physicality department. Louis Jean attended Manitoba Moose camp before coming back to Norfolk at the start of this season. An incredible story that he has really become. Being claimed off waivers by Savannah last November. Became a mainstay in the midst of the Admirals preparing for this year last season. Roman's shot is snared and held by Peretz, so will stop play. Derek Louis Jean, a lot of stick taps. Deserved his way. And he's just 22 years old. He will be 23 in a couple of weeks. But he finished with 15 points in 54 games for the Admirals. And it's a tough, precarious position to be in if you're a hockey player coming into play for a club that at the time had only had one win at the end of November, pretty much at this time last year. And we all remember what the Admirals were like when Jeff Carr took over and the amount of changes that he made. And he came in and performed above what people thought for him as Justin Robida played the puck as he thought it was onside. He refutes the call, but it is an offside. So, another draw coming up. We play 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds. Clean face-off win for the Admirals again. Louis Jean is going to play it back. Andrew McLean is there, back to Louis Jean. Those two play catch. Here's Robida at the center ice logo. Robida, right circle, shot wide. Oh, he went low that time, and I think that had to be on purpose. Trying to get some rebounds on Brodeur. You heard Jeff Carr talking about those warm-ups, or excuse me, those rebounds during warm-ups in the pregame. Yanni Peretz on his backhand, now his forehand off the boards. We're back to even strength 5-on-5. 11 minutes and 6 seconds remain here in the third period. 3-1 Adirondack has the lead. If you're just joining us, the Thunder got 3 goals in the first frame from Smith, Grasso, and Middendorf. Most recently, Golder at 3:47 of the third period. On the power play from Caddick and Foss. That is where we stand. We're even strength. The attacking zone of the Admirals. Smirnov off the side of the net and almost trickled in past Brodeur. Kubicek shot, blocked. Brodeur got interfered with, and now he's lost his blocker. And now we get a whistle. Oh, and a late hit by Caron delivered onto McKinnon there. Or was the Norfolk Admirals have partnered up with Chilled Ponds Ice Sports Complex, both in Chesapeake and newly opened Yorktown, to help grow the sport of hockey in Hampton Roads. You can check out chilledponds.com or call 757-420-4488 to learn more about all their program offers. Caron off the draw, cycles it down to Waugh. With this momentum that the Admirals have built, great job by this coaching staff to stick out their top gun unit. But puck fluttered away from the stick of the on-tacking Admiral there. Now the other way. Caron in his defensive zone. Ladle off the boards, and it is Josh McDougall who is there. 10 minutes remain in period 3. Here's the captain, Waugh. Drop feed. Caron shot wide. Good thought there from Thomas Caron. Never afraid to throw pucks on net in a situation like this. Nice hit again. Middendorf and Caron collide. Very physical first period between these clubs. It kind of simmered down in the second. Seems to have picked up a little bit here in this third frame. McDougall. Off the skate to the point here, Steve. He's got some room. His shot. Blocker save. Great job by Peretz through that maze of bodies to see that puck. Golder, the rookie, over the line to the goal line now. Iverson and Foss join him for some help. Roman gets tangled up with him. 4-car pile up there in the trapezoid area. Dug free by the Thunder. Middendorf under contract with the Utica Comets. Shovels it in deep. At the end of his shift, he steps off. Louis Jean plays it over to Andrew McLean. Kites it high into the air. Now Thompson has it. Thompson, the 26-year-old Alberta native, played in France during the 2020-21 season. We mentioned Becker playing in Italy on Friday. Overseas experience for this Thunder club. Harper's shot is held by Peretz. Admiral searching for points. It would be 7 and 9 if they're able to get at least a point here. We talked about the physicality. Here's some of the hits. Musser with a big hit back in the first period. Iverson delivers the blow. Louis Jean again. I mean, how many times have we said that today? That's the third one of the package. And then after the whistle, that was a hit by Caron. Now, I know physicality is an MO of what Jeff Carr wants his young club to be. We get a stoppage as the puck grazes the protective netting on that dump-in. They have proven that this club is not to be messed with. Yes, they are the penalty minutes leaders in the ECHL, but it's not a club that's going to be roughhoused around anymore. There's no funny business anymore with this Admirals team. Kubicek gloves it down on the shot attempt. They're able to play it to center, but the Thunder get it right back in. Now you're approaching time if you're the Admirals. Now you got to start picking it up just an extra notch. You've had a good offensive period. Very good offensive period for that matter. As a matter of fact, you've outshot the Thunder 9-3. And they're getting closer in the shot department range. It was such a wide gap at the end of the first period. Now 32-26 in favor of Adirondack. Ryan Smith centering, look out, Josephic, blocker save. Big save there for Yanni Peretz. McKinnon on the left wing point. He's seen the sin bin for a total of 9 penalty minutes today. Swallowed up there by Peretz on a shot from the right wing point. "15 penalty minutes for Norfolk, 11 for Adirondack. Robida over to Smirnov as he joins this top unit. Smirnov, the extra forward on the depth chart here this afternoon. Turnover in the offensive zone of Norfolk. Smirnov and Ashbrook tangle up off the boards. Durano, second effort, gets it over to McKinnon. Little discombobulation breakout for the Thunder here in this third period, and that results in an icing. Matthew Waugh to the right of Robida. Smirnov to the left. Big face-off coming up here. Ashbrook wins it. Off the board, Stanchion, and if that would have been read by Robida, he would have been right in the slot for a wide open look. But his head was turned the other way. We've seen the Stanchions make some nice favorable plays in the Admirals' direction over the years, but also you can say the same for opponents, and that time it almost went the Admirals' way. Thunder with 2 shots since we last mentioned the 9-3 margin. Caron has it. His defensive blue line. He looks with his head up, finds Carson Golder. In stride, Ryan Foss over the line now. Plays onside. Foss looks. Backhand across. Looks for Caron. Jumped over his stick. We've seen Thomas Caron do this a lot this year. Go upstairs to that blue line and look for some room. Louis Jean is able to get it in deep. 2 on checkers coming for the Admirals. Now the third is Foss, but the Thunder get it out. Broman, the Richmond native, to the right for Grasso. Slides it in down low. The Thunder seem very content with just trying to play a little keep away, but also shred some time off the clock. Felix over to Grasso with a one-timer. That one is elevated high and wide. Here's Ryan Foss, plays it over. The Admirals start the breakout. Off the window into neutral ice. You got to be careful if the Admirals for too many men, possibly. Smith, left circle, has room in his offensive zone. Smith puts it on net. It's deflected by play to the high stick and touched up for a whistle. The Final Five brought to you by Centera. Centera is the official sports medicine sponsor of the Norfolk Admirals, and we will take a break with 4:59 remaining in period 3. Adirondack has a 3-1 lead. Crunch time is next on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Hi there, I'm Cheyenne, and I'm here to tell you about my experience with Fusion mini split installations. So I have the gym and I have my laser in the garage, so I knew that I needed the temperature control. I knew exactly who to call. The Fusion team has made the process hassle-free. I've been a Fusion customer for years, and I keep coming back because they've never let me down. I can't recommend Fusion enough. Absolutely think Fusion first.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
The crowd starts to get loud here in downtown Norfolk. We welcome you back to Norfolk Scope. The City Series presented by Langley Federal Credit Union and Wavy TV10 returns on December 8th and 9th. And we're calling on all of Newport News. Come watch the Newport News Admirals face off against the South Division's Jacksonville Icemen. Specialty jerseys will be available for auction following the game. Stay tuned to the Admirals Facebook page to find the link where you can place your own bid on one of those jerseys. Come secure your seats and be a part of the fun by going to NorfolkAdmirals.com. We play 5-on-5 even strength hockey. Cross-ring feed, Justin Young has it 2-on-2. Admirals skating in, Young stops, patiently looks. Here's Jameson from a sharp angle, centering for Young out of his reach, and then Young delivers a blow to Orgel. Quick update, it is 3-2 with 2 minutes to go in the second period. The Moose have the lead over the Marlies. Daniel Fink has the action on that on AHL TV. Icing waved off, 4:10 remaining in the third period. The Thunder trying to hold on for their 6th win of the season. And with a win, they would be 1 point behind the Admirals. Newfoundland does not play today. Neither does Trois-Rivières. Trois sits at the top with 20 points. Newfoundland is 15. Norfolk with 14. The Admirals would be getting some help from the Maine Mariners if they can beat the Railers today. Mariners have the lead. 3:40 remains in period 3. Jeff Carr gets gutsy. He pulls Yanni Peretz from the bench. It is 6-on-5. Foss, right wing side, looks. Oh, we had Dennis Smirnov coming right in, but it jumped over his stick to the puck. Now Iverson, kept in by Carson Musser. Musser in his first game back to Dennis Smirnov. Played back to Foss. Looking is Ryan. He holds on to it, tries a dipsy dance there, gets the puck back right through the wickets of McDougall. Iverson is there for help. Iverson spins, and Iverson wants a call, but he's not going to get it as Jeffers picks it up. Jeffers is on his forehand in his defensive zone. Slid back to his defender, now to neutral ice. Played over to Wheeler. He has his head up. He shoots to the empty net, and he misses. Is this icing? Yes. Oh, through the skin of his teeth, McDougall at the end of his shift, able to get to the puck in time. If that puck was beaten out by the Thunder, they would easily have tapped it in for an empty netter. But the Thunder have to stay on the ice as a result of this icing, and fresh legs out for the Admirals. Big moment coming up here with 2:54 remaining in the third period. Robida's going to take this draw. We're going to get a timeout. And I presume this is by Adirondack. Sure enough. Well, if you're just joining us, Ryan Smith started the scoring at 2:59 from Eric Middendorf. Second straight game that the Thunder have drawn first blood against the Admirals. Smith scored at 5:54 of Friday's 5-2 win for Adirondack. Grasso, he also scored on Friday. He gets his second of the week. 5th of the season at 4 minutes from Isley and Broman. Then Eric Middendorf got in on the party and made it 3-0 at 13:21 from Josephic. After a stalemate back and forth in the second period, Carson Golder, his second. From Kadek and Foss on the power play. Made it 3-1. And now Jeff Carr gets a little risky here. He pulled Peretz with 3:45 remaining in the third period. We have a draw to the left of Brodeur. Fans watch on. Robida on the ice with Waugh, Caron, Kadek, Kuzman, and McDougall. Face off won by the Thunder. They can't clear the zone. Waugh, pass to the front for Kadek. Pad save. Big rebound, and it goes off the pad again. Now it's McDougall. The Admirals have scored twice in the waning moments of regulation this season. Twice on opening night, once in Reading last Saturday. Caron, pass to the front off the skate of Felix. McDougall, Kuzman, slap pass to Robida. He gets it back. Robida shoots. Save made. Rebound one. Now in the pads area of Brodeur and covered up. And now another mosh pit. This time it's because a lot of hacking and whacking away, and the Admirals got to stay disciplined so they don't have to go shorthanded here in the waning moments of the third period. Tremendous offensive pressure. Robida hustled over Brodeur with an exceptional save. Waugh again in front of the net on a one-timer with his back turned to the net. Tried to put it home, but he just couldn't. And now 6, count them, 6 fresh legs out for the Admirals. Foss, Smirnov, and Jameson Golder. Louis-Jean and Musser. Ashbrook will take the face-off to the right of Brodeur. Won by the rookie Ashbrook. Will McKinnon has the puck, plays it off the glass, down the ice. Puck drops at 6-on-5. Jameson in the dot. One of the top face-off men in the ECHL this year. It was won by the Thunder, and they split the uprights of the D-men down the ice. Icing is called. Mike Bergen, the assistant coach for the Adirondack Thunder, does not like the fact that that icing was just called. A little bit of a slowly just kind of skidding around like a little insect there on the ice, just down with the puck and eventually crossing the goal line. Jameson loses this faceoff. Orgel. What a job by the rookie, Tristan Ashbrook. He just won 3 crucial faceoffs in crunch time here in the third period. McLean is on the ice, on the point with Kuzman. Ryan Foss over the line. Gets it in. Brodeur's in his trapezoid area where he can play it, but he goes off of Foss. Now to the point, McLean. Soccer kicks it down low. Out of the reach of Jameson. 1:33 remaining in the period. Admirals need 2 to tie. Here's Ryan Foss. Upstairs. McLean back to Foss. They set it up. Foss looking back door there for Smirnov, but off of the skate of an Admiral, or excuse me, a Thunder player. Little tic-tac-toe opportunity there, goes to the Hay side. It's sent on the air, down the ice to the empty net. Trickles just wide of the left wing post, and an icing called. Oh, millimeters away there for the Thunder to put the icing on the cake. Millimeters. So the top guns are back on the ice. Keegan Iverson joins this opportunity. Waugh, Robida, and Caron. And on the bottom left of your screen, that's Andrew McLean. They'll take a draw. Ashbrook and Robida. Can Ashbrook win a 4th draw? Yes, he does. Orgel off of Iverson. Puck goes out of play. This allows the Thunder to change. Pete MacArthur looks on. 1:04 remaining in period 3. Iverson talks away with Jeremy Brodeur. In another big face-off. 35-27 shots in favor of Adirondack. This time in the draw dot is Broman, and he wins this face-off. Past the stick of Kuzman, and this is another icing, so hodgepodge of whistles here in the final moments of the third period. We appreciate you hanging out with us on the Admirals Broadcast Network. And again, special thank you to everybody that's tuned in, watching on the FloHockey social media sites and on the ECHL's Facebook page. Robida's going to take the face-off. They got to win a draw here to Norfolk, and they do. Caron spins and goes upstairs. Here's McLean. Over to Caron. He has the puck. Caron glided down low to the captain, Matthew Waugh. Caron, shot blocked and into the netting. So, another important draw coming up. And it's been hard to really gauge the pace of this final minute of play. And normally the Admirals have kept the puck in play. They've been able to capitalize on teams' mistakes and tie the game up to force overtime. They need 2 in 43 seconds. Robida wins another draw. That's big. Caron has it. Thomas Caron is there, and the net is dislodged with Jeremy Brodeur kicking off the left post. And that's going to set off some frustration. And what you don't want is for the feng shui and the flow of this game to be disrupted because of this netting, and now it is going to be. So the scope crew is going to... Oh, boy. You got some frustrated players, too. I totally get it. Man, that's tough. Norfolk Scope has struggled with these pegs, and they have to drill a little further down to make sure that the pegs are in their proper place. It's a problem that's been dating back to last season, so... Everybody's just... Robida is going to take the face-off as the net is in place, and Ashbrook steps into the dot. Ashbrook wins the face-off. The Thunder rim it around, and it's kept in the zone. Caron Left side, 29 seconds to go. Put on net, but blocked. Spinning is Iverson. Puck loose. Scramble forward, and it is kept in by McDougal on the right wing point. 20 seconds to go. Caron over the stick of Waugh. Felix corrals it. Spikes it off the boards. Kept in by Matthew Waugh. Now turning pad save. Juicy rebound there for Louis Jean. He missed. And cleared out by the Thunder. And that is more than likely going to do it. The Adirondack Thunder come into Norfolk Scope and take 2 of 2 games against the Norfolk Admirals. Post-game show is next as the Admirals fall today by a score of 3-1. You're listening to Norfolk Admirals Hockey on the Norfolk Admirals Broadcast Network, presented by Centera.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
There have been more than 70,000 car crashes in Virginia this year. Cooper Hurley is the only Hampton Roads law firm with crash cam. Powerful video evidence from over 900 Virginia traffic cameras. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
Score from